Good evening, friends. Welcome back. We are meeting twice in a day. That is a pleasure for me. And I'm even more happy because both the subjects that we are discussing right now, we are at a very good point of understanding. Yes, I know GST, you may be having many queries and doubts because GST is much open-ended as compared to other subjects. Other subjects go in one structure. If you are studying one chapter, it is only one chapter. Though, as you all have seen, even in costing, I've tried to draw parallel with other topics, but that is my choice. However, GST is not that. GST at the same time will take you to exemption, will require you to go to another topic of supply, maybe future topic of ITC. And that is where initially, at times you may find that GST is too much in Hindi, हम बोलते हैं ना बिखरा हुआ. But don't worry, we are on good track. You all are having good understanding developed. So I'm sure we'll be able to manage things. Yes, beta. Nisha? Nisha, beta, tell me. I've unmuted you. Nisha?
Sir, I have a doubt.
बोलिए ना बेटा, मैं वेट कर रहा हूँ. आपको मैंने अनम्यूट कर दिया है, बताइए ना प्लीज.
सर इनकम टैक्स कब से शुरू होगा सर?
बेटा, आई एम सॉरी, मेरे पास शेड्यूल नहीं है, बट आई बिलीव मार्च में कहीं होना चाहिए. बट इफ यू अलाउ मी अ डे, आई विल चेक इन द ऑफिस एंड आई कैन गेट बैक टू यू, और आई रिक्वेस्ट Manish ji, sir, you can in the meantime check with office and inform students. But I don't know, beta, but that will be informed to you. Don't worry, we are starting soon. And also remember one thing, beta, we are purposefully not
Okay,
starting multiple subjects at the same time. Like in the morning, somebody was asking, sir, when we are starting FM, we are purposely not starting all subjects because see, you all are studying all these subjects except accounts. You are studying all these subjects in your life for the first time. और हर सब्जेक्ट का जो कॉन्सेप्ट है, एक फाउंडेशन है, वो बनने को, एक क्लैरिटी आने को टाइम लगता है. अगर मैं एक साथ सारे चालू कर दूंगा ना बेटा, तो आपको क्लैरिटी ही नहीं आएगा, फिर सिर्फ मैकेनिकली पढ़ोगे आप. See, I know maybe you may be comparing with some other coaching institute where they may have started. So, better their philosophy is different. They want to just complete portion and complete the batch. Our philosophy is we want the student to not only understand the subject but master the subjects, and that is why we purposefully follow a sequence. Sequence ज़्यादा means a gap. ठीक है बेटा. सो डोंट वरी, आपके पास अगर टाइम बच रहा है, जितना हो रहा है, समझो जितने सब्जेक्ट चल रहे हैं, माय हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट इज गो टू आवर बीओएस पोर्टल. हमने हर सब्जेक्ट से रिलेटेड बहुत सारा मटेरियल रखा है. स्टडी मटेरियल के अलावा यू हैव 5 एग्जाम क्वेश्चंस, एमटीपी आरटीपी, आप सॉल्व करो ना. जितने सब्जेक्ट्स
ओके.
आप उसमें अपना नॉलेज कंसोलिडेट करो. तो घाई करने से
नहीं
अच्छा
सर, ये पूछ रहे थे क्योंकि इनकम टैक्स बहुत ज्यादा वास्ट है सर, तो
इनकम
मतलब पूरा हो जाएगा नहीं.
इनकम टैक्स से बड़ा पेपर आज जीएसटी है, बस मैं आपको इतना बोलूंगा. और
ओके.
एफएम से बड़ा सब्जेक्ट कॉस्टिंग है, तो हमारा वो हमारे ध्यान में है बेटा. बाकी देखो, बच्चे आपको क्या बोलेंगे, आप उनकी बात पे मत जाओ. द डे वी विल स्टार्ट इनकम टैक्स, यू विल स्टार्ट लविंग द सब्जेक्ट. सो डोंट वरी.
ओके सर, थैंक यू.
यस, यस दीक्षा बेटा, टेल मी.
सर गुड इवनिंग सर. सर मेरा डाउट था रिगार्डिंग द RCM एंड FCM.
बोलिए बेटा.
RCM एंड FCM में डाउट था, एंड देन जो स्पेसिफिक सर्विसेज में एक पॉइंट था लॉयर सर्विसेज, वो
तो
मैं
बेटा
दोबारा
क्या
जब पढ़ने
डाउट है?
लगी ना,
तो
उसमें
पूछो
जब मैं
ना
दोबारा पढ़ने लगी ना. हेलो
बेटा, डाउट पूछो आप. मैं समझ गया, पर क्या डाउट है वो तो आप बताओगे तो मैं सॉल्व करूंगा. क्या है आपका आरसीएम और एफसीएम का डाउट, बताओ.
इसमें डिफरेंस क्या है कि रिजर्व चार्ज मैकेनिज्म और
रिवर्स. रिवर्स रिजर्व नहीं है बेटा, रिवर्स है.
रिवर्स.
नाम पढ़ो ना बेटा. आपने इसका मतलब नाम ही नहीं पढ़ा अभी तक. आपको, अगर आपने नाम ही नहीं पढ़ा तो आपको लॉजिक कैसे समझेगा? आधा लॉजिक तो नाम से ही आता है. रिवर्स का मतलब क्या होता है?
वापिस.
वापस नहीं. रिवर्स का मतलब वापस नहीं होता. रिवर्स का मतलब होता है उल्टा.
उल्टा.
बराबर ना. हम बोलते हैं ना, कोई भी गोइंग इन रिवर्स डायरेक्शन, मतलब अगर आप इस तरफ जा रहे थे तो इस तरफ जाना इज रिवर्स डायरेक्शन, तो उल्टा हो गया ना. रिवर्स का मतलब होता है ऑपोजिट, उल्टा। ठीक है, हेलो।
दैट मीन्स कि हम जो जीएसटी पेएबल है उसको नहीं जीएसटी पे करना, सप्लायर को पे करना है।
नहीं बेटा, सप्लायर हमेशा पे करता है। यहाँ पे सप्लायर की जगह पे रेसिपिएंट पे करेगा, इसलिए रिवर्स चार्ज है।
ओके सर, ओके।
नॉर्मली नॉर्मली पे करने की जिम्मेदारी सप्लायर की है, तो नॉर्मल चार्ज हो गया, जिसको आपने एफसीएम बोला। एफसीएम ऐसा कोई नाम लॉ में नहीं दिया है, हमने नाम रखा है ताकि हम तीनों को शॉर्ट फॉर्म दे सके। अगर मैं बता सकूं कि मैं अभी किसके बारे में बात कर रहा हूं, तो मैं आपको एफसीएम बोलूंगा, मतलब आप समझ जाओगे कि सप्लायर टैक्स भर रहा है। तो एफसीएम बोला मतलब सप्लायर टैक्स भर रहा है, आरसीएम बोला मतलब रेसिपिएंट टैक्स भर रहा है। इतना सिंपल है बेटा। So FCM means supplier is paying tax, RCM means recipient is paying tax, और R मतलब क्या, रिवर्स, रिवर्स मतलब क्या, ऑपोजिट, उल्टा।
ओके।
आर यू गेटिंग
पर
दिस?
सर हम सप्लाई कर रहे हैं तो हम क्यों जीएसटी पे करेंगे?
सॉरी 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 सॉरी।
सर अगर हम गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज सप्लाई कर रहे हैं तो हम क्यों मतलब जीएसटी पे करेंगे? वो तो उनको पे करने चाहिए ना,
किसको पे करना चाहिए? किसको
कि
पे करना चाहिए?
जो सर्विसेज
एक
और
काम
गुड्स
करते,
ले रहे
पहले
हैं।
पहले पहले एक रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल हो। सी, हमेशा कोई भी कॉन्सेप्ट डिस्कस करते वक्त हम रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल लेंगे तो समझना इजी हो जाएगा। लेट अस से यू हैव जॉइंड क्लासेस विद अस, वी आर बीओएस, राइट? अभी फिलहाल हमारे
यस।
सर्विसेज टैक्सेबल नहीं है, पर assuming for the time being we are charging you fees like all other classes and our services are taxable. This is assumption, ऐसा नहीं है, correct? But we are assuming. Now let us say the fees kept is 25,000 rupees. Now
ओके सर।
BOS is providing you coaching service. So supplier is BOS. You are getting the coaching service. You are the recipient. तो ये example clear है?
यस सर।
और अपना टैक्स नहीं है, क्योंकि पहली बात अवर सप्लाई इज फ्री, और फ्री पे हमने डिस्कस किया, विदाउट कंसिडरेशन सप्लाई नहीं होता है। बट एक बार हम अजम्पशन ले रहे हैं कि अवर केस इज टैक्सेबल, बस ये अजम्पशन पे हम ये एग्जांपल समझते हैं। अब मैं सप्लायर हूं, आई एम चार्जिंग फीस 25,000, यू आर द रेसिपिएंट। अब आप मुझे बताओ कि किसने टैक्स पे करना चाहिए। 25,000 पे लेटेस्ट से टैक्स आता है 5,000 रुपए, फॉर सिंप्लिसिटी। ठीक है,
ओके सर।
25,000 फीस है और फॉर सिंप्लिसिटी टैक्स है 5,000 रुपए। अब किसने टैक्स भरना चाहिए, आपका क्या अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, बताओ।
सर जैसे हमने आपसे सर्विसेज ली तो अ, हमने आपको पे करना है,
हम्म।
तो टैक्स तो हमें। ओके सर।
आप
गॉट।
रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल लोगे ना बेटा, 90% कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर हो जाएगा। ठीक है ना?
ओके सर, गॉट इट सर, थैंक यू।
वेरी गुड।
एंड सर वन मोर डाउट कि जो लॉयर सर्विसेज थी
हम्म।
उसमें एक पॉइंट था कि अगर हम लीगल सर्विसेज देंगे नॉन बिजनेस आइडेंटिटी को
हम्म।
तो वो
आइडेंटिटी नहीं, एंटिटी। हम्म।
एंटिटी को, तो
हम्म।
वो स्पेशल सर्विसेज में क्यों आएंगी सर?
स्पेशल कौन से है बेटा? स्पेशल कौन से
स्पेशल
सर्विस?
अंडर द
स्पेशल कौन से सर्विस है? एक
अंडर
मिनट।
सेक्शन।
देखो, हमारे पास चार्जिंग सेक्शन 9 और 5 है। 9 CGST SGST एक्ट का है, 5 IGST एक्ट का है, करेक्ट?
यस सर।
इसमें 9394 क्या बोलता है? आरसीएम में जिन सर्विसेज के नाम आएंगे, जिन गुड्स या सर्विसेज के, उसका टैक्स कौन पे करेगा गवर्नमेंट को जाके? रेसिपिएंट, करेक्ट?
यस सर।
95 में जिन कुछ सर्विसेज के नाम आएंगे, इधर सिर्फ सर्विस आ रही है और बहुत लिमिटेड आ रही है, जैसे ओला, उबेर, अर्बन, क्लैप वगैरह, मैंने एग्जांपल दिया था। इनके टैक्स पे करने के लिए गवर्नमेंट ने किसको बोला है? जो ऑनलाइन ऐप है जिसके थ्रू ये सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड हो रही है, करेक्ट?
यस सर।
और इन दोनों को छोड़ के आरसीएम, जो अभी हम लिस्ट पढ़ रहे हैं लास्ट लेक्चर से और आज भी जो कंटिन्यू करने वाले हैं, और ये जो कुछ गिनी चुनी 5-6 सर्विसेज है, इनको छोड़ के बाकी सारे सप्लाईज के ऊपर टैक्स कौन पे करेगा? सप्लायर। तो सप्लायर जो टैक्स पे कर रहा है उसे हम फॉरवर्ड चार्ज बोलते हैं। रेसिपिएंट जहां पे टैक्स पे कर रहा है, यानी 9394, उसको हम रिवर्स चार्ज बोलते हैं। और जहां पे ऑनलाइन ऐप यानी ई कॉमर्स ऑपरेटर जो एप्स है, उनको जब टैक्स पे करने को बोला है 95 में, हमने उसको स्पेशल चार्ज बोला है। तो इसमें से लॉ ने न वर्ड फॉरवर्ड चार्ज यूज किया है, न लॉ ने स्पेशल चार्ज यूज किया है। लॉ ने केवल एक ही वर्ड यूज किया है। लॉ में आरसीएम ये वर्ड है या रिवर्स चार्ज ये वर्ड है। बाकी ये जो वर्ड्स है ये हम लोगों ने दे दिए ताकि कि हम इजीली एक दूसरे को बता सके कि भाई मैं कौन से वाले टैक्स की बात कर रहा हूं। तो जहां पे सप्लायर टैक्स भरने वाला है उस मैकेनिज्म को हमने नाम दे दिया है फॉरवर्ड चार्ज मैकेनिज्म, यानी एफसीएम शॉर्ट में। जहां पे रेसिपिएंट टैक्स भरने वाला है उसको लॉ ने ही नाम दिया है रिवर्स चार्ज, तो हम भी उसको रिवर्स, REVERS रिवर्स चार्ज मैकेनिज्म बोल रहे हैं, शॉर्ट में RCM। और जहां पे लॉ ने ऑनलाइन एप्स को टैक्स भरने को बोला है, हम उस मेथड को हमने नाम दे दिया है स्पेशल चार्ज। सिंपल। अब इसमें आपका क्या क्वेरी लॉयर सर्विस से रिलेटेड हो बताओ।
अ,
आपके सामने है स्क्रीन पे लॉयर सर्विस वाला पॉइंट, आप बताओ इसमें क्या डाउट है।
इसमें जब लॉयर जो है सीनियर एडवोकेट को कुछ लीगल सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करेगा तो वो एफसीएम में आएगा, लेकिन जब वो आइडेंटिटी नॉन बिजनेस आइडेंटिटी में करेगा तब ये एग्जम्प्ट क्यों किया गया है?
बेटा तो एग्जम्प्ट क्यों दिया है ये तो सवाल ही गलत है ना। आप जब कोई भी टैक्सेशन लॉ पढ़ते हो, टैक्स लॉ जब बनता है तो टैक्स में से किसी को तो छूट टैक्स लॉ देता है ना। जैसे कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल, एक छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल है कि अगर हम कोई भी रिलीजियस प्लेस पे जाएंगे तो रिलीजियस प्लेसेस वाले चीजों को जनरली एग्जम्पशन हर टैक्स लॉ देता है। तो आप ये नहीं बोल सकते ना कि क्यों दिया है, हर टैक्स लॉ में छूट देते ही है। जैसे फार्मर्स को छूट दी हुई है, सीनियर सिटीजन्स को छूट दी हुई है। एक टाइम था जब फीमेल्स के लिए भी कुछ जगहों पे टैक्सेशन में रिलीफ था, रिलीजियस को, चैरिटेबल को, ऐसे बहुत चीजों को तो छूट दी हुई है। और लॉ जनरली देते हैं टैक्सेशन लॉ, क्योंकि टैक्सेशन लॉ जब बना है तो पहले तो टैक्सेशन लॉ क्या बोलता है, भाई सबको टैक्स भरना है। मगर फिर बाद में उनको लगता है नहीं भाई इनको छूट देनी चाहिए, क्योंकि ये लोग अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, या ये लोग सीनियर सिटीजन्स है, या ये लोग हमारे अन्नदाता है, इनको छूट देनी चाहिए। इसलिए लॉ फिर क्या करता है, फार्मर्स को या फिर चैरिटेबल इंस्टीट्यूशंस को या फिर सीनियर सिटीजन्स को इनको एग्जम्पशन देता है, राइट। अब जहां पे लॉ को लगता है एग्जम्पशन देना चाहिए उन्होंने एग्जम्पशन दिया। आपका ये सवाल मुझे नहीं समझ में आया कि आपने लॉयर के लिए ऐसा बोला कि उन्होंने क्या नॉन बिजनेस एंटिटी को दिया तो एग्जम्प्ट क्यों है, आपने ये पूछा ना।
यस
व्हाट यू
सर।
वांट टू एग्जैक्टली आस्क, मेरे को अभी तक आपका क्वेश्चन नहीं समझा कि आपका ये क्वेश्चन ऐसा क्यों है कि एग्जम्पशन क्यों है। कल फिर आप ये भी पूछोगे कि सीनियर सिटीजन को क्यों है, कल आप ये भी पूछोगे कि एग्रीकल्चर इनकम को क्यों है। आपका फिर सवाल हर जगह पे रहेगा ये, या वहां पे आपका ये सवाल नहीं आएगा। मीन्स व्हाई यू हैव आस्क्ड दिस क्वेश्चन, मेरे को आपका क्वेश्चन का बैकग्राउंड नहीं समझा कि व्हाई इज दिस डाउट, कि क्यों है। भाई लॉ है, लॉ हैज द पावर टू गिव एग्जम्पशन। उनको लगता है कि इन लोगों को टैक्स नहीं लगना चाहिए इस सर्विस पे, तो उन्होंने उसको एग्जम्प्ट कर दिया। इट इज एज सिंपल। तो इसमें आपका कंसर्न या डाउट क्या है, मेरे को वो नहीं समझा। So services given by lawyers to non-business entities like individuals HUF और टू स्मॉल बिजनेस एंटिटीज, उसको एग्जम्प्ट कर दिया है फिलहाल। वहां पे टैक्स नहीं लगेगा। और फिर जहां पे टैक्स लगेगा, जो बचे हुए सर्विसेज है वो टैक्सेबल है क्योंकि उनको एग्जम्पशन नहीं दिया है। तो उसमें जब सीनियर एडवोकेट बाकी एडवोकेट को सर्विस दे रहा है तो उसका टैक्स फॉरवर्ड चार्ज में, मतलब उसका टैक्स कौन भरेगा, सप्लायर। और बाकी के केसेस में जो भी एडवोकेट या लॉयर सर्विस जो है जो टैक्सेबल है उसका टैक्स कैसे भरा जाने वाला है, RCM में, मतलब उसका टैक्स कौन भरेगा, रेसिपिएंट। अब इसमें आपका डाउट अभी भी मुझे नहीं समझा है, पर मैंने आपको ये प्रोविजन वापस, वैसे भी एज अ रिवीजन मुझे सबको ही बताना था तो ये रिवाइज भी हो गया। अब आपका क्या इसमें स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन है, आप पूछो, सो दैट आई विल बी इन अ पोजीशन टू एक्सप्लेन।
सर मतलब जब मैं रीड कर रही थी ना नोट्स बनाने के लिए, तब मेरे को एक डाउट आया था कि अगर लॉयर जो में जीएसटी या सर्विस टैक्स नहीं लगेगा तो फिर लॉयर तो फिर वो लेंगे नहीं ना, क्या बोलते हैं, केस ही नहीं लेंगे।
क्यों नहीं लेंगे भाई, उल्टा हो तो
क्योंकि
ज्यादा केस लेंगे ना, उनको तो और भी मजा हो गई ना। अगर उनको टैक्स नहीं ही लगना है तो वो केस क्यों नहीं लेंगे, उल्टा वो तो मजे में केस भी लेंगे कि भाई कितना भी कमाओ टैक्स भरना नहीं है। पर ऐसा नहीं है बेटा, आपका इंटरप्रिटेशन गलत है। पहली बात, लॉयर को टैक्स नहीं लगेगा ऐसा नहीं है। लॉयर का टैक्स जो रेसिपिएंट है वो पे करने वाला है। लॉयर टैक्स नहीं पे करेगा, रेसिपिएंट पे करेगा। टैक्स तो है ना, कुछ एग्जम्पशंस छोड़ के, कुछ केसेस छोड़ के बाकी सारे केसेस पे टैक्स है। और फिर
ओके
आपका
सर।
ये पॉइंट मुझे नहीं समझा, वो केस नहीं लेगा ऐसा क्यों होगा। व्हाई विल अ लॉयर
ओके
नॉट टेक अ केस अगर वो एग्जम्पशन में है तो।
सर, वो मैं पहले उसमें कंफ्यूज हो गई थी ना, आरसीएम और एफसीएम में, बट अब ठीक है।
ठीक है, आप एक काम करिए, आप वापस समझने की कोशिश करिए, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है देर इज सम टेक्निकल मिस्टेक इन योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग, क्योंकि कुछ तो आपको टेक्निकली बराबर नहीं समझा है, इसलिए ये सारे कंफ्यूजन हो रहे हैं। क्योंकि ये बात आपकी मुझे जरा भी समझ में नहीं आई कि लॉयर काम क्यों नहीं लेगा। भाई मेरे को टैक्स लग रहा है नहीं लग रहा है, उसका और मेरे काम लेने से क्या फर्क है? मैं तो ज्यादा केसेस करूंगा, मेरे को तो, मैं एज अ बिजनेसमैन हूँ, लॉयर इज ऑल्सो बिजनेसमैन, आई एम ऑल्सो गोइंग टू बी लॉयर दिस ईयर, तो मैं क्यों नहीं केस लूंगा? मैं तो सारे केसेस लूंगा भाई, मैं तो जितना केस लूंगा उतना मेरा बिजनेस चलेगा। और टैक्स आएगा तो भरेंगे, नहीं आएगा तो नहीं भरेंगे, फर्क तो इतना ही है ना। टैक्स है इसलिए लोग बिजनेस नहीं कर रहे, ऐसा थोड़ी ना है। बिजनेस करने वाले तो बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, फिर टैक्स आएगा तो भरते हैं, टैक्स नहीं आएगा तो नहीं भरते, इतना ही फर्क है। बिजनेस करना कोई टैक्स की वजह से छोड़ता थोड़ी ना है। मुझे आपका ये वाला कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं समझा कि टैक्स अगर है या नहीं है तो हम बिजनेस करेंगे नहीं, ये लॉजिक मुझे नहीं समझा। एनीवेज वो पॉइंट अभी डिस्कशन का नहीं है, एनीवेज इट इज नॉट पार्ट ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट। आप अपना टेक्निकली क्या मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग है आप वो समझो, क्लियर करो, और अगर आपको लीगली कुछ भी डाउट है तो प्लीज मुझे बता दो।
तो वो आरसीएम और एफसीएम में कंफ्यूजन थी कि किसको
ठीक है ना,
टैक्स
अभी
पे
क्लियर
करना
हो
है।
गया ना बेटा, अभी
अब
क्लियर हो
अब
गया ना।
क्लियर हो गया, अब ये
परफेक्ट,
सर्विसेज का भी हो गया
एक्सीलेंट,
क्लियर।
एक्सीलेंट।
थैंक यू सर।
Yes, or kisi anybody else who has raised the hand earlier and maybe if I missed. So yes, very good evening everyone. Very good evening Jash, Vanshika, Karan, Aditi, Diksha, Surinder. Ananya, Prajyot, Maithili, Purav, Divya, Ankita, Minu. I will Aditi today in revision. I'll explain again. And anyways, if you have doubt in any particular this, you can ask me upfront. But anyways, in revision, I'll take that. Yes, Minu. Wherever you have doubt, you raise your hand. I'll unmute you. Purav. Somebody saying there is no update on 10th Feb lecture. Acha, I don't know what update you are talking about. Yes, good evening, Minu, Aditya, Dhanalakshmi, Soumya, Aditi, Nitin. Anybody wants, I will unmute you. You can ask me your question. Okay, I'll unmute you, Aditi. So now you
Yes,
all will
sir.
first ask me your specific questions so that instead of me going in the same monotonous revision, it will be much better if I answer your specific queries so that revision will also happen and also it will be more specific. So please ask me, Aditi, whatever are your doubts.
Yes, so like I was having a doubt that how can an author can choose to pay tax under FCM? Like, you know, in the previous class you told that in for GTA they can change from RCM to FCM in every financial year. And for author it is for the complete 1 year. So I'm just getting confused in both of them. So could you please
So beta,
explain
again,
side
see,
by
what
side?
is the confusion? You again ask me, see, whenever you all are asking me this question, I understand one thing, like previous question, I forgot who was asking with whom I was discussing. So the point is what I can understand why you all have these questions because you all are not yet exposed to the real commercial world. You all don't know how business happens. But still, when you're like, you also ask this question now, how? Correct, na?
Yes, sir.
And earlier, the previous student was asking why. See, these are not correct questions, but still, I want to understand what exactly is your pain point in that. You asked me, ki, how? Can you repeat your question?
Yeah, how can an author can go for the FCM? Like
This is
you
what I
said that
don't
for the
understand.
complete
How
1 year.
can? How can means what? You want to know the procedure. When you are
No,
asking
I
how,
just wanted to
answer is
know the logic behind that.
procedure.
Like I was getting confused.
Ah, so then see when you want to know the logic, then asking how is a wrong question.
Okay.
Correct. How means you are asking procedure.
Okay.
You should have asked, sir, what is the logic behind this? So,
Yes, so what's the
firstly,
logic?
but still, first let me tell you the procedure. May and from procedure I'll go to the logic. See,
Okay,
today
sir.
I am also author, and by grace of God, under my name there are presently 4 specific books only on the subject of GST. I'm not talking about my other publications and all. Specifically, in last hardly 4 years, by grace of God, I have been able to author 4 books. Now, as an author, please understand this. When I am writing a book, I am only an author means I'm using my brain, I'm using my knowledge, my understanding, my experience to make a material. But this has to go to the public. How it will go to the public? There has to be a person, a businessman who is in the business of publishing and selling these books, correct? So then
Yes, sir.
we go to a person called as the publisher. Like whenever today you are referring to, you go to market, if you are interested in novels or something, like you will find books by Chetan Bhagat. Now, Chetan Bhagat is author, but it is published by some company which is called as the publisher, correct?
Yes,
Or
sir.
Amish. I don't know whether you all have read the book of Amish, the Shiva trilogy, the Rama trilogy. All these are excellent books of Amish. So Amish is the author. Now the point is, as author, we are only content writers. In today's language, we will call ourselves as content writers. Now this businessman who is the publisher, what he does, he takes the content from us. We sign a agreement called as the copyright, because now what I have created is my copyright. So we have a copyright clause in that agreement ki, this bill or whose copyright is there, etc. And now, because I have given my content to the author, sorry, to the publisher. Now what will happen? The publisher will publish this in books. Now today the books may be physical books or e-books. Like today your module is also in both the versions, right? So
Yes,
nowadays,
sir.
even our books, all books now that are there in market, even Harry Potter, etc., everything is now available both in both modes. So in the contract, we allow both the permission to the publisher that you can publish my content in both physical and e-form. But for that, since I'm giving my whole knowledge and everything to you, and now you will be publishing and you will selling. So who will earn money from the books? You will earn money. You are the
Ye-
businessman. But
Yes,
I
sir.
should be remunerated because ultimately you are using my content, my knowledge and material, right?
Yes, sir.
For this, under this agreement, I allow you the permission to use my content and sell it in the market. And against this, you give me something which is called as royalty, correct? So let us first
Okay.
understand the business model. See, many times when you understand the business model, understanding taxation will be easy. So I will take the next example of author. So in case of author, what author has done? Author has created the content. I'm using the word content so that you all will understand easily, and given the content to the publisher so that the publisher will publish the books, publish this content in the form of books and sell it to readers who are the final consumers, right? Now this
Yes, sir.
part, let us say the book is costing rupees 500. So who will get 500? The publisher. So the publisher
Publisher.
is from sale of books, right? But ultimately, the content in the book is important. Why people are buying that book? Because it is a Chetan Bhagat's books or Amish Tripaঠি's book. That is why people are buying, because they are interested in the content. So I should be paid for it. So because I have given this, what I have given them, the permission to use my content, which is the copyright. Now, what is the remuneration which I am getting is the royalty. So now my service is giving this permission. So this is a service. So what I have given in the language of GST, I have given a service. This content permission is the service, and this remuneration or the consideration, so I'll use the word consideration, is this royalty. Correct? So
Yes,
now we
sir.
are only talking about agreement between me and publisher. We are not concerned about the next part, that is the book sale part. Now between author and publisher, who is the supplier and who is the recipient? Tell me.
Between author and publisher,
Yes, who is supplier and who is the recipient?
supplier is author and recipient is the publisher.
Excellent. So this is supplier, this
Yes,
is
sir.
recipient.
Recipient.
Now the general rule is, who pays tax? The supplier has to
Supplier.
pay tax, right? But
Yes, sir.
now I will also come to the logic of RCM. If you remember, I had explained to you all why there are three different methods, FCM, RCM, because the government want to see from whom it is convenient for them to collect tax. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Is it easy for them to collect from supplier? Yes, in 95% cases, suppliers, because they have a business place like a shop, like a factory, like an office, it is easy to come and collect tax from the supplier.
Yes,
So
sir.
95% cases are in forward charge. But in few cases, they have identified, instead of supplier, it is easy to collect it from the recipient. Now you look at this particular case, the author's case, right?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Now please students, everybody, this logic is important because this will answer maybe many persons conceptual point. Why there are these different mechanisms, why in some cases supplier will be paying tax, why in some cases recipient, because this is decided by government on the basis of from whom it is convenient from them to collect tax, right? Now
Yes,
you
sir.
tell me, beta, in this case of author and publisher, it is easy to collect tax from whom? What do you think
From the supplier,
in this
because
case?
he is one person.
Is it the case or is it ulta?
Publisher.
See, this is where I'm saying now you all should understand business. If you'll understand business, you'll understand this much easily. So I'm asking you still the same question. What do you think from whom it is easy to collect tax in this case?
Publisher.
Why? Till now you are saying author. Now because I have cross questioned you, now you have shifted to publisher. See, don't change your answer simply. You should have the logic.
Because
So
here we are talking about RCM,
no, but
reverse charge.
RCM, FCM, see, again, I will tell you, that is what we have to, that is what government has to decide. Correct?
Yes, sir.
My simple question to you is, understand logically, forget about what law has given. For the time being, let us say law is not yet written. We are going to write the law. You and me have to write this law, correct?
Okay.
So now what do you think in this example? Who is, from whom it is convenient to collect tax?
Publisher, because they
More
have
than
a fixed business. They will also have one fixed business place from
simple.
the.
And an author is what? Author may be sitting at home. Is
Yeah.
author having any office?
No.
No. So first understand this.
Okay.
So if you understand this logic, see, publisher are, how many publishers are there in India? Reputed are only 2 or 3. But
Okay.
one publisher is publishing how many books in a year? 500 to 1000 to 10,000 books. Means there are so many authors.
Yes, sir.
So even if you remember this logic, where the number is less, like it is less number of recipient and more number of supplier, then they generally put in an RCM because it is easy. So there are two grounds how the government decides RCM or forward charge. Once it is easy to it is easy to locate whom, that is who is having
Yes.
office, who is not having office, and the number. if you apply both the logics, you will find that both the logic wise, it is easy to collect tax from publisher, because one publisher publishes 500 plus authors books. So there are multiple supplier and one recipient, correct?
Yes, sir.
Plus that person will be having its own office. Who then the recipient? The recipient is the publisher. It is a business, so it is having a whole factory where the books are printed. It is having a whole setup. So it is having a setup, but author may be on the go. Like many authors are traveling across the world because they are writing everything on the laptop and sending to the publisher, right?
Yes, sir.
Even tomorrow, when God is graceful on me, I may also shift to that model that I will be traveling the whole world and doing my business sitting maybe on a beach. Like I'll be conducting your lecture sitting on a beach. Now, this is the new culture in foreign countries. People like me, like professionals nowadays, they don't sit in office. They are traveling everywhere, wherever they want to, and from a public place, from any such place, wherever there is good internet connectivity, like some hotel or resort, they are relaxing also, and they are doing the work. Very soon
Yes, sir.
maybe I'll be doing the same thing, so I may be on the go, right? So it is difficult to track me. I don't have a fixed place of business, but publisher has. So that is why logically this transaction should be in RCM as per government's logic, correct?
Yes, sir. Correct.
So it is firstly in RCM. now
Okay.
now why then there is an option given to author, and the option is given to author? Why? Because then there are few authors like Chetan Bhagat who themselves are so famous that Chetan Bhagat, that single author, may have written till now 100 books,
Yes,
correct?
sir.
So now if there is some author like Chetan Bhagat, Amish Tripathi and all the other authors who are famous, who are writing multiple books, the government felt that, okay, it is for me possible, even because now Chetan Bhagat is a big name. I can anywhere trace him. I know where the Chetan Bhagat is and I can trace him because now he is so famous. He is having his excellent house, office. Now when people get famous, they have their lavish office also. So Chetan Bhagat is now having a lavish office. So I can catch hold of him also. But still, that is only in case of few authors. That is why what they have done here, mainly they want to put it in RCM by our logic. But they have felt that it is also possible to collect from author. So better is give the author the option. If the author is somebody like Chetan Bhagat, let the author decide ki nahi, I am ready to pay tax. So let me be in forward charge. But this option is
Okay.
given to author, and how the author, now I'll answer the question, how means the procedure. The author has to fill in a declaration and submit. So if I fill in the declaration, like in case of my books, I don't do this because I don't want to take that headache of complying with all the book sale and all. So what I do is I don't fill this declaration, but I'm having this option for whatever books I am written or I'll be writing in future. I can fill the declaration and tell government ki for all these books royalty, I want to pay tax myself. That is, I want to become the taxable person. Then the tax will be paid by me, which will be then called as forward charge. But since I'm not filling that declaration, hence the default rule is this is under RCM. So who is liable to pay tax? The recipient,
Publisher.
that is a publisher. And
Yes, sir.
government is also more happy going to the publisher because publisher is publishing multiple books in a year.
Okay.
Understood?
Author has that option of FCM.
Yes. In this case, anyways, even in case of GTA where the option is given, it is given to the supplier only. So the supplier has to decide whether it wants to be under forward charge, that is, it will collect and pay tax, or it will be under reverse charge, that is, it will ask the recipient to pay the tax directly. Correct?
Yes, sir. So,
Now,
but one thing, like for you, previous class, you told that for the GTA, they can change from RCM to FCM, like in
so
every
even see
financial year.
for author, now author, they have not given the option to change. But understand, now let us say I've written 4 books and all my books I've written with different publishers. Why? Because I want to test which publisher is having what type of market and what, right? So all my books I
Okay.
have published with different authors, now different publishers. Now, what they have told authors that what they have to do, if they want, they can fill the form and then they can also change, but they will change after 1 year. Correct?
Okay.
Now, there is not much difference. The only difference is for GTA, it is financial year wise. That is, they have to decide every 1st April, and I have to decide year on year. Now, why this difference? Because author is such a person who may not be writing book every day. Na?
Yes, sir.
Now, I don't know when my next book will be ready. Though I'm in the process of writing 3 different things, I'm in the process, but I don't know when I will get time to complete one of them. So when I'm not knowing when I will get time, how I can decide that 1st April I will decide to switch? Are you getting the logic why they have not
Yeah,
kept
yes, sir. Got it,
on?
sir.
So the day when I write the book, I will decide that, okay, now I've written the book. Now it is going for publishing. Let us say the day is today. We are in February. Now I'll decide that, okay, I want to be under forward or reverse. If I want to be under forward, I will fill the declaration. So from now, 1 year.
Okay.
In case of GTA, anyways, GTA is doing business every day. So every day it is taking bookings, it is doing transport. So for them, it is year on year, which is financial year. So both ways, see, in both cases, it is year on year. But since GTA is
Yeah.
doing business every day, they will do it financial year wise. I am not writing book every day. I may be writing once in a year, 2 books in a year, and I'm not sure whether I'll write or also not, or complete or also not. So that is why for me, it is not from financial year. It will be when I write a book, I will take a call.
Okay, so got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Harshal Beda. Please ask me specific questions, students. So when you ask specific questions, I will be able to give proper answer, which will help you all. Yes, Harshal.
Hello, sir. I have not a doubt, but I have uh, meaning. I have want to meaning of that renting of residential dwelling. Point number 5, double A, list of RCM.
So what is your doubt in that?
Actually, not a doubt, sir, but the meaning of a dwelling, residential dwelling.
So beta, it is a doubt only, na, that you want to know the meaning of the word residential dwelling.
Yes, sir.
So it is doubt only, na. See, one is doubt and one is you want to tell something. So you want to ask something or you want to tell something?
I asked something.
So it means it is a doubt, correct? So you are asking what is residential dwelling, the word used over here, correct? In 5AA, right?
Yes, sir. 5AA.
Okay, good point. Now see, understand students, why this word is written. See, it is renting of residential dwelling. And if you read it further, when we will go to exemption notification, it further says used for residence. Why this is important? Because see, firstly, what is residential or commercial? So like when you go to a flat, we will say it is a residential place. And when you go to an office or a shop, you will say it is a commercial place. One thing is clear.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
what is dwelling? Dwelling is the place where you live in, where you dwell. So if you see the dictionary meaning of dwell, it means to stay, to live in. Now, interestingly, flat is such a place you will find that, especially in case of professionals like chartered accountants, lawyers, even architects, even doctors, you'll find that many of them have their offices, or in case of doctor, their clinics in a residential society. So they have taken a flat. But are they dwelling in the flat? Answer is no. They are not living in the flat. They are running their business in the flat. Are you getting this?
Purpose.
So here they want to cover not those residential flats where people are doing business. They want to cover only those flats where people are staying. That is why the word dwelling is used. Because residential property like flats is nowadays, if you see everywhere, and it is legally allowed, there is nothing illegal. So it is legally permissible that a professional like me, a chartered accountant, a lawyer, or a professional like an architect, engineer, they can start their office in a flat also. So even though a flat or a building is meant for staying residence, but it is commercially allowed, legally allowed. So you'll find many offices in a residential building. But here, this entry, they want to limit it only where it is for staying. That is why besides residential, they have purposefully added the word dwelling. So dwelling means where you live in. Fine,
Okay,
beta?
sir. Yes, sir. And in that given, so recipient point in 5.AB, in that any registered person other than a person who has opted to pay tax under composition levy. So just this highlighted word other than a person who has opted to pay tax under composition levy. So it means what?
What is your question? Be specific, beta. Harshal. Ask your doubt clearly. I am not able to understand. You are speaking in fractions. See, it is not necessary you speak in English. If you are comfortable, speak in Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, Punjabi, Sindhi. I understand all these languages. But communicate your doubt clearly to me.
सर
So you ask
मतलब
in comfortable language. हाँ, बोलो क्या है आपका doubt? Ask me.
तो टैक्स से अंडर कंपोजिशन लेवी मतलब अदर देन पर्सन बोला गया है कि हाँ उसमें ऑप्टेड करेंगे कि टैक्स अंडर कंपोजिशन लेवी के अंडर करेगा मीन्स यहाँ पे जो टर्नओवर का लिमिट रहता है वो एप्लीकेबल होता है for the recipient.
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं बेटा. I think you should ask me a question कि sir, what is composition levy? Are you
Yes.
want to know this? Do you want to know this? कि who is the person who pays tax under composition levy? Is this your question, beta?
Yes, sir.
So be specific, beta. See, you are going to turnover, which is something different. So see, in this chapter, only one part is composition scheme, which is at the end of this chapter. So the rule is like this, students. When I am a businessman, if my turnover is below a certain limit, so I am just telling you about service providers, because there are different limits for seller of goods and for provider of service. For service providers, the limit, let us say in Maharashtra, Lake State, is 20 lakhs. So in all big states, the limit is 20 lakhs. In few small states, it is 10 lakhs. Let us say, for example, we'll take big states only because majority, 90% of the states have 20 lakhs limit only. Till now, again, let us take a practical example. I always tell you, whenever you want to understand subjects conceptually, take real life example. Don't say A, B, C, X, Y. Take real life example. So real life example, I am a chartered accountant. Let us say I qualify in this year. In whatever result is coming, I qualify. I become a chartered accountant. So I start my office. Now in the initial years, because my turnover is less, right? I am not compulsorily required to register under GST law. And what is the limit? 20 lakhs. So though there is an option ki voluntarily I can still do, but compulsorily I'm not required. So, but let us say in first 3 months only I cross 20 lakhs because our profession has so many opportunities and I am able to take those opportunities and execute well. So I cross 20 lakhs in 3 months. Now I am required to compulsorily register. But still, I am a small businessman. See, 20 lakhs is no turnover in today's world. So you will study, when we will go to the last part of this session, you will study that there is a concept called as composition scheme or composition levy. Both are one and the same. But what is not same is composite supply, which we studied in the previous chapter.
Yes.
So previous chapter had a different concept, composite supply. Don't mix that composite supply and composition levy. Composition levy or composition scheme simply means you are a businessman who has crossed the turnover. Which turnover? This 20 lakhs for services where registration has become compulsory, but still your business is small. How it is small? For service provider, they have kept the second limit as 50 lakhs. So if my turnover is above 20, it means I have to compulsorily register, but it is below 50. So I am given a choice, an option, that I can register myself as a small businessman. And this small businessman is given the word composition scheme. So whenever you'll read this word composition scheme or composition levy, you should understand that, okay, it means that person who is required to register because it has crossed that basic turnover limit, but still the business is small. So the law has treated this as a small businessman. And for being treated as a small businessman, the term used is composition levy. So composition levy, whenever you'll read, you should keep in mind we are talking about small businesses. Small means not so small that they are not registered. They are registered, but not like very big businesses. So now here they have given the relief that where you are a registered person. See, who is required to pay tax under RCM? A registered person. But in that they have exempted or excluded whom? Those who are registered, but they are still small businesses, means those who have taken the composition scheme. So whichever business is under composition scheme, this exclusion you will find in many other services also, that I have asked the registered person to pay tax under RCM. But if that registered person is newly registered and it is registered like a small businessman, which is called as composition levy, I have asked them not to pay tax. Understood?
Okay, sir. Understood, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Dhanlakshmi beta. Tell me, what is your query? I have unmuted you, Dhanlakshmi. Beta, if you are saying something, I am not able to hear. Dhanlakshmi. Dhanlakshmi, are you saying something? Kambira beta, you are right. So that is my book, which you have seen. And yes, your question is right. So we are two authors, we are co-authors. So royalty, whatever is there, it is divided between the authors because there are two authors. So they will divide and give us royalty, each one of us. Dhanlakshmi, you still have a doubt because I am not able to hear you. Purav, yes, any business who has registered can unregistered, but then there are some restrictions, there are some limitations, and especially those business who have taken voluntary registration, for them there are further restrictions. So that you will study in the registration chapter. But yes, your question is correct. There are restrictions. Dhanlakshmi, I have unmuted you again, but you have a doubt? Nisha, till then you may raise your question. I don't know whether she
So
has
I'm
some.
telling in composition level, you told that for small business.
Am I audible now, sir?
Acha, who is asking? Dhanlakshmi is asking.
Yes, sir.
Beta, now you're audible. Tell me.
Sir, under GTA, sir, when GTA applies to a registered person like body, corporate, firm, or any other person who is registered, the registered will pay will collect the tax, means will collect the GST and pay to the government.
No, 1 second. See, now I'll first clear this doubt also to everyone. I think this was also the doubt of the first student who asked. I just forgot the name who was the first student who asked. So see, firstly, whenever you say collect and pay tax, right, you use this word. And I think this was also the question by the first student. See, what is the meaning of collecting and paying? So understand again the transaction. See, we'll take real life example, students, because I believe real life examples only can give you clarity. So I am a chartered accountant and you are a company. You get a notice from the GST department. So you appoint me to handle this particular matter. So I am giving you a professional service for which you will pay me my fees, which is consideration. Let us say we have fixed this consideration as rupees 1 lakh for the service. Now on this service, there is GST. Yes. How much is the GST? 18%. So it means, now first I will not add, I'll just say 18%. So firstly, when it is 18%, it means what? That 1 lakh is my fees. So I should get 1 lakh from you. And since there is tax of 18%, the government should get 18%. Now listen everyone, because I think this is a fundamental question and a fundamental doubt. I'll try to explain. And if it is clear, maybe many of y'all's fundamental, if this is one of your doubts or misunderstanding, that will also get cleared. So 1 lakh is my fee. So I should get 1 lakh because see, I have done service of 1 lakh. I should get 1 lakh rupees. Now, since there is GST on this, 18,000 should go to government also. So government should get 18 and I should get 1 lakh. It means total there is 1 lakh 18,000. Now comes the point of collecting tax and forward charge and reverse charge. Now, generally, as I said, in 95% of cases, the government finds that it is easy to collect tax from the supplier. Like in this case also, why? Because supplier is one and there are multiple. I have 100 plus, let us say, clients, but I am one supplier, right? So supplier is one and there are hundreds of customers. So it is easy to come to the supplier. Plus I have a proper office. I have everything registration. I am registered chartered accountant, etc. So I have a proper place. So government can easily track me. So wherever it is easy to track supplier, the government will say, okay, supplier pay tax. Wherever the government feels it is more easy to track recipient, it will say, okay, recipient, you pay tax. Fine. But right now, this point of collection is what is our point of discussion. Now, the discussion point is that in this case, the government has asked me to collect and pay tax. I am the supplier. And this person is the recipient. Now, if I am asked to pay the tax, now comes the point of collection, which you are asking. So I want my 1 lakh fees, but how I will get 1 lakh? And I have to pay the tax to the government, right? Because government feels it is easy to collect tax from me in this case. So it has asked me to pay the tax. So when government has asked me to pay the tax, what I will do is I will add this 18,000 in my bill and you will pay me 1,18,000. It means I have charged and collected the tax from you. And this tax which I have collected, I have added, I have charged and collected from you. I will then go and deposit this 18,000 to the government. So under forward charge, supplier will add the GST component in the invoice, collect it from the recipient and give it to the government. This will happen in forward charge. Now let us say we take a same example of reverse charge. So another example I am taking here, lawyer. And again, the recipient is a company. Now let us say for this same legal notice, this matter has to be taken to the High Court. And in High Court, only a lawyer can practice who has the proper certificate of practice to do practice in the High Court. Now the lawyer is providing again legal service. And it is again getting its fees, which is the consideration. Now in this case, again the fees is rupees 1 lakh. Now here, again there is 18% GST. So again government wants its 18% GST, 18,000 rupees. But here the government feels that it is easy to collect tax from the recipient. So here it has asked the recipient to pay tax and it has put this service under RCM. Now when this service is under RCM, the lawyer cannot collect the tax from the recipient. Why? Because now it does not have to pay the tax. So it will only charge the fees of 1 lakh. So the lawyer will get only 1 lakh. And now the company will pay to the government directly 18,000. So what is the difference in RCM and FCM? So in forward charge, that is where the supplier has to pay tax. The supplier will add the GST in its invoice, collect the GST amount from the recipient, and then pay the GST to the government. So in first case, I was collecting this in my invoice. So I was collecting 1,18,000 from you and I was giving 18,000 to the government because this service is under forward charge. That is, a supplier has to pay tax. However, when this matter will go to a lawyer, advocate, and the advocate is again charging 1 lakh from the company. Now this has been put in reverse charge category. So lawyer will only charge 1 lakh from the company. Lawyer will not charge at 18% because now this has been put under RCM. And in this particular case, the company will directly pay that 18,000 to the government. Now, I think many of your questions would be answered with this example. So under RCM, supplier will only take its own money, own fees. Under RCM, supplier will not charge and collect the GST portion that the recipient will directly pay to the government. But if it is under forward charge, that is normal method. So supplier has to pay tax to the government. So how supplier will pay tax? It will add that in its invoice and it will collect it extra and then it will go and pay to the government. Yes, Dhanlakshmi, now you can ask me.
Yes, sir. Like now the company is going to pay the tax to the government, sir. Right, sir?
In RCM cases.
In RCM cases. Like if the GTA is registered, then they will pay the tax.
You are missing. For GTA, firstly, you have to decide whether it is taxable or exempt. And when it is taxable, I have written here. So firstly, these are the exempt service. Now the remaining services which are taxable, there is an option. Now, firstly, when it is taxable, when the recipient is registered, only then the services of GTA are taxable. Otherwise, the service of GTA is exempt. Now the recipient is a registered recipient. Let us say same example, GTA is doing transportation. So it is giving service to whom? A company. Company is a registered body. Yes. So we are having that RCM list applicable. But in case of GTA, there is always an option. So even though company is registered, now GTA has to decide at the start of the financial year whether GTA wants to pay tax or whether it wants the recipient to pay tax. Now this option is given to GTA. Now if the GTA has filled the declaration and said, I will pay tax. Now what GTA will do? Again, same 1 lakh. It will add that 18% in its invoice and collect from the company and pay that 18% to the government, if it has opted for this option at the start of the year. Second possibility, some other GTA, again giving service to a company, has not opted for FCM, it has opted for RCM. In this case, what this GTA will do? It will only charge 1 lakh to the company. And since now the tax has to be paid by the company will directly go and pay 18,000 to the government. So in case of GTA, firstly, if the recipient is not registered, anyways, it is exempt. Only when the recipient is registered like a company or a partnership or something, then only it is taxable. For partnership, registration is not required, but for all other cases, they have to be a registered body.
Okay.
Now ask me, Dhanlakshmi, what is your
Yes,
question?
yes. Okay. Then when the GTA is supplying services to the central government, state government, then it is exempt. Again.
Yes, because that has been put in exemption specifically.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So where it has been specifically put in exemption, it is exempt.
Okay. Whether it is
Even in case of government, in some cases it is taxable. It is not that always when GTA is giving service to government, it will be exempt.
Okay,
It
sir.
is not that always. In few cases, even GTA service to government is taxable.
Okay. That GTA should decide about it, whether they are
Yes.
going for a FCM or
Yes.
RCM.
So
Only then they can do it.
Yes. So GTA is given this choice, and out of all these lists, GTA and author, these are only two persons who are given the option whether they want to pay under forward charge themselves, that is collect and pay, or they want the recipient to directly pay.
Okay.
Others, other than these two, that is GTA and author, no other person is given the choice. So in all other cases, what we are studying, if it is given in this RCM list, compulsory the recipient has to pay. So in that case, the supplier will not add the GST portion. It will only charge its fees.
Okay.
And the recipient will directly go and pay the GST portion to the government.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Understood? Clear, beta?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes, Nisha.
Sir, in GTA, you means in reverse charge mechanism, so they will not ask for tax because they
Yes.
themselves they
Yes.
are paying.
Because the tax has to, the recipient himself has to go and pay tax. So even in this example, if it is under forward charge, I will charge and collect tax. If it is under reverse charge, I will not collect tax.
सो सर वो मतलब वो कहाँ से फिर पे करेंगे, उनको इनकम कहाँ से आएगी सर फिर रिवर्स चार्ज के मैकेनिज्म में सर?
किसको?
जब वो 18,000 वो 1800 फिर वो कहाँ से पे करेंगे? अपनी तरफ से पे कर रहे हैं फिर वो?
कौन?
सर रिवर्स चार्ज मैकेनिज्म में हम कंपनी।
बेटा तो कंपनी, एक मिनट, अब मैं एक सवाल पूछता हूं, प्लीज उसका जवाब देना एवरीबडी. इन बोथ द मैकेनिज्म्स, whether it is forward or reverse, in this example of company, I am taking this example of company. In one case, I am giving service to the company. I am a CA and my services are under forward charge. That is, I have to collect and pay tax. And the second example is the company has taken some lawyer service, which is under RCM. Now, in this example of company, in both cases of forward charge and reverse charge, now please listen to my question carefully. अल्टीमेटली ये 18,000 जो जीएसटी वाला अमाउंट है, ये 18,000 जो गवर्नमेंट को मिला यहाँ पे भी और यहाँ पे भी, इन दोनों जगहों पे 18,000 गवर्नमेंट को मिला है. करेक्ट? नाउ इन दोनों केसेस में ये 18,000 किसके जेब से गया है? हु इज बेयरिंग द टैक्स बर्डन?
सर रिसीवर इज बेयरिंग.
मेरे को ऐसे जवाब मत दो बेटा, मैंने एक प्रैक्टिकल एग्जांपल दिया, मेरे को प्रैक्टिकल एग्जांपल से जवाब दो.
सर कंपनी,
लॉयर, सीए और कंपनी, वी हैव दीज थ्री पर्संस.
सर लॉयर देगा.
किसके जेब से टैक्स जाएगा? क्या टैक्स का बर्डन किसके जेब पे है? इन बोथ दीज केसेस आपका दोनों का आंसर सेम हो सकता है, आपका दोनों का आंसर अलग भी हो सकता है. सो इन बोथ दीज केसेस, फॉरवर्ड एंड रिवर्स, हु इज द पर्सन?
फॉरवर्ड में तो कंपनी.
हाँ सॉरी, वापस बोलिए.
सर फॉरवर्ड में तो सर सप्लायर के पास बर्डन होगा.
अच्छा,
और रिवर्स चार्ज मैकेनिज्म में कंपनी के पास.
नहीं बेटा, मैं मेरा सवाल रिपीट कर रहा हूं वापस, प्लीज पे अटेंशन, या मेरा सवाल ध्यान से सुनिए. मेरा सवाल देखिए, दो चीजें हैं. अच्छा, आई विल नाउ यूज टू वर्ड्स अगेन. एवरीबडी प्लीज पे अटेंशन बिकॉज दिस इज आई थिंक अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट डिस्कशन. वन वर्ड इज, अब मैं ये कहां पे लिखूं क्योंकि ये नोट्स बाद में मैं शेयर करूंगा तो आपको, हाँ चलो मैं यहां पे लिखूं. One word is responsibility to pay tax, and the other word is burden of tax. सबसे पहली बात, इन दोनों में फर्क है. रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू पे टैक्स मतलब लॉ ने किसको टैक्स भरने की जिम्मेदारी दी है, किसको कहा है कि भाई तेरे को टैक्स भरना है. दिस इज रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू पे टैक्स. वन पॉइंट. सेकेंड पॉइंट,
अल्टीमेटली फाइनली किसके जेब से टैक्स जाएगा, या मैं चलो दूसरी भाषा में बोलता हूं, किसको लॉस होगा वो 18,000 रुपए का, क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट को तो मिल रहा है। तो अगर गवर्नमेंट को मिल रहा है तो गवर्नमेंट का तो फायदा हो रहा है। किसको बर्डन आ रहा है, मतलब मैं बर्डन वर्ड को एक बार चेंज करता हूँ, शायद लॉस बोलूंगा तो ज्यादा समझेगा। किसको लॉस हो रहा है वो 18,000 का। अब मैं सवाल ये नहीं पूछ रहा हूं, ये सवाल का जवाब लॉ में दिया है। 9(1) इज फॉरवर्ड चार्ज, 9(3) 9(4) इज रिवर्स चार्ज, 9(5) इज स्पेशल चार्ज। ये क्या हो गया, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी। लॉ ने किसको बोला है कि भाई टैक्स तुझे भरने पड़ेगा, मतलब रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी तेरी है। पर इन सब केसेस में रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी किसी की भी हो, बर्डन किसका है, किसको नुकसान होगा वो 18,000 का। दिस इज माई क्वेश्चन। सो निशा, अगेन फर्स्ट यू कैन आंसर इन बोथ केसेस। इन दोनों केसेस में रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी किसकी है वो जवाब मैं दे रहा हूं। सीए के केस में फॉरवर्ड चार्ज है तो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी सीए की है, लॉयर के केस में रिवर्स चार्ज है तो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कंपनी की है। मैं रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी का जवाब दे चुका हूं, जो लॉ में 9 सेक्शन 9 के बेसिस पे हमें पता चल रहा है। बिकॉज 9(3) में लीगल सर्विस को कवर किया है तो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कंपनी की आएगी, बिकॉज कंपनी इज रेसिपिएंट। और 9(3) में सीए का सर्विस कवर्ड नहीं है, इसलिए रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी सप्लायर पे यानी सीए पे रहेगी। तो मैंने आपको बता दिया रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी किसकी है। इस केस में सीए की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, इस केस में कंपनी की है, 18,000 जाके गवर्नमेंट को देने की। मगर अब मैं आ रहा हूं मेरे दूसरे सवाल पे। इन दोनों केसेस में, और दोनों का आपका आंसर एक भी हो सकता है निशा, अलग भी हो सकता है। दोनों केसेस में ये जो 18,000 रुपए, यहाँ पे भी 18,000 रुपए गवर्नमेंट को मिले और यहाँ पे भी 18,000 रुपए गवर्नमेंट को मिले, ये किसका लॉस है? गवर्नमेंट का तो फायदा हुआ, किसका नुकसान है, किसको बर्डन है इसका निशा?
सर इन फॉरवर्ड चार्ज मैकेनिज्म में तो कंपनी के ऊपर बर्डन है,
फॉरवर्ड
क्योंकि
चार्ज,
वही, हाँ क्योंकि वही मतलब सप्लायर को देगा
ठीक है। और
सारे।
रिवर्स चार्ज में किस पे बर्डन है?
और रिवर्स चार्ज में लोअर का है सर बर्डन।
कैसे क्या बेटा? लॉयर का इधर कहाँ पे आपको, इधर 18,000 लॉयर के पास क्या मिला? लॉयर को इस ट्रांजेक्शन में मेरे को ये बताओ, लॉयर को क्या मिला,
सर
कितना
क्योंकि
अमाउंट मिला लॉयर
सर्विस
को?
तो,
बेटा मेरे सवाल का जवाब दो, लॉयर को अमाउंट कितना मिला इस एग्जांपल में?
सर लोअर को तो सर्विस मिली है सर।
बेटा लॉयर को सर्विस मिली है, लॉयर ने सर्विस दी है।
दी है सर कंपनी को।
हाँ, तो लॉयर को फीस मिली या नहीं मिली?
तो सर कंपनी ने फीस दी होगी सर लोअर को।
दी होगी, नहीं दी है भाई, मैं छोड़ूंगा नहीं, मेरा
हाँ
फीस मैं लेके ही काम करूंगा, मैं बिना फीस के काम नहीं करूंगा। मैंने फीस लिए फिर काम किया है, तो मुझे कंपनी ने फीस दी है। तो अब मेरा सवाल है, लॉयर को कितने रुपए मिले?
सर 1 लाख रुपीज।
अच्छा, अब 18,000 इसका भरना है जीएसटी।
यस सर।
ये कौन जाके भर रहा है? अच्छा, या अगले अलग तरीके से मैं सवाल पूछता हूँ, किसके बैंक अकाउंट से जीएसटी गवर्नमेंट को मिला, किसके बैंक अकाउंट से गया ये 18,000?
सर कंपनी के।
तो फिर लॉयर को नुकसान कैसे हुआ बेटा? लॉयर को उसके 18,000, 1 लाख मिल गए और 18,000 कंपनी। अच्छा दोनों, अभी इसको दूसरे कंपनी के एंगल से देखो, कंपनी ने ही अपने बैंक अकाउंट से 1 लाख लॉयर को दिए और कंपनी ने ही अपने बैंक अकाउंट से 18,000 गवर्नमेंट को दिए। तो लॉयर को नुकसान कैसे हुआ वो 18,000 का?
तो
हाउ इज
सर
द
मेरा,
बर्डन ऑन द लॉयर?
सर चलो लोअर को तो हमने पेमेंट दे दी है, लेकिन सर कंपनी 18,000 फिर किससे लेगा सर?
वो किसी से नहीं लेगा बेटा, आप शायद भूल रहे हो। इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स का पहला प्रिंसिपल आपने जो थियोरटिकली सबने पढ़ा है, और अगर मैं इसको थियोरटिकली पूछूंगा डिफरेंस बिटवीन डायरेक्ट एंड इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स, तो सब लोग मुझे ये बताते हैं। क्या है, आप डिफरेंस मुझे क्या बताते हो बेटा डायरेक्ट टैक्स और इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स का? कि डायरेक्ट टैक्स,
सर वो तो जिसके ऊपर बॉन्ड होता है वो पे करता है,
हाँ अभी
और
कैसे हम बोल
इनडायरेक्ट
रहे
टैक्स
हैं,
में से ट्रांसफर करते हैं सर 1%।
हाँ अभी ये शब्द याद आया, हम हमेशा ये डिफरेंस बोलते हैं, बर्डन पास्ड ऑन, ये बोलते हैं।
यस सर।
पर बर्डन पास्ड ऑन किस पे पास ऑन होता है बर्डन इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स का?
सर इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स मतलब जैसे हम या तो जो मतलब कंज्यूम करते हैं।
हाँ, तो मेरे सवाल का स्पेसिफिक जवाब दो, इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स का बर्डन किस पे पास होता है, सप्लायर पे या रेसिपिएंट पे?
सर रेसिपिएंट पर।
तो यहाँ पे मेरे इस एग्जांपल में, लॉयर वाले एग्जांपल में कौन है रेसिपिएंट?
सर कंपनी है।
तो कंपनी भरेगी ना, फिर कंपनी किससे वो लेगी? कंपनी के ऊपर ही तो बर्डन आया, क्योंकि हमेशा इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स का बर्डन किस पे आना है? कंपनी पे आना है, बिकॉज कंपनी इज रेसिपिएंट।
ओके ओके सर।
सिर्फ अगर फॉरवर्ड चार्ज में होता तो वो कंपनी से मैं कलेक्ट करता, मैं कंपनी को बोलता भाई एक काम कर, 1 लाख प्लस 18,000 इतना दे, मैं जाके 18,000 गवर्नमेंट को भर दूंगा, यानी तभी भी नुकसान कंपनी का ही है। तब सिर्फ फर्क क्या है, कंपनी पूरे 1,18,000 मुझे दे रही है और 18 मैं जाके गवर्नमेंट को दे रहा हूँ। और सेकेंड केस में कंपनी को ही गवर्नमेंट ने बोल दिया भाई तू ही आके मुझे 18,000 दे दे, तो मुझे मेरी पूरी फीस मिल गई 1,00,000 और कंपनी ने जाके 18,000 गवर्नमेंट को दे दी। दोनों केस में बर्डन, ये भी हम डायरेक्ट और इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स का डिफरेंस में बोलते हैं कि बर्डन इज ऑलवेज ऑन दी फाइनल कंज्यूमर। ये हम थियोरेटिकली बोलते हैं, ये अभी प्रैक्टिकली समझो। तो दोनों ही केस में अल्टीमेट कंज्यूमर इज द पर्सन जिसको नुकसान है, जिसके ऊपर बर्डन है।
ओके सर।
इज दिस क्लियर बेटा?
यस सर, यस सर। सर एक डाउट हो रहा है सर मेरा, जैसे
हाँ पूछो।
कंपोजिशन लेवाई में आपने बोला अगर उनकी सर 20 लाख से ऊपर मतलब हो जाता है तो वो उनको 50 लाख पे लेना पड़ेगा सर, कि अपना इंक्रीज करना
नहीं,
पड़ेगा?
20 के बीच में, 20 और 50 के बीच में आप कॉम्पोजिशन में जाते हो, और अगर आपका 50 के ऊपर हो गया तब आप फिर बड़े टैक्स पेयर कहलाओगे, फिर आप रेगुलर स्कीम में जाओगे। हम आगे ये दोनों स्कीम पढ़ेंगे। छोटे टैक्स पेयर के स्कीम का नाम कॉम्पोजिशन है, और बड़े टैक्स पेयर को हम रेगुलर टैक्स पेयर बोलते हैं या सिर्फ टैक्स पेयर बोलते हैं। तो छोटे को हम कॉम्पोजिशन स्कीम बोलते हैं। समझिए बात?
यस सर। सर एक बार ना सर, जैसे एक बार थोड़ा क्विक रिवीजन हो जाए फिर।
किस चीज का रिवीजन कराऊं बोलो? मैं अभी रिवीजन ही करवा रहा हूँ बेटा। मैं
यस
डाउट
सर, आप
इसीलिए पूछ रहा हूँ क्योंकि
रिवीजन ही,
रिवीजन ही
जैसे
कर।
और भी अभी हमारे अभी रह रहे हैं, जैसे उसका भी सारा रिवीजन जैसे आप एक बार क्विकली करा दें
किसका
तो
किसका
थोड़ा माइंड में।
किसका कराऊं? आप सवाल पूछो, मैं आपको जवाब दे रहा हूँ। आप मेरे को जो जिस चीज पे हाथ रखोगे मैं उसका रिवीजन करवाऊंगा। बोलो
ठीक है चलो
बोलो।
सर, मैं एक बार रिवाइज कर लेंगे फिर। मैंने रिवाइज तो किया हुआ है, लेकिन ये कि आप थोड़ा जैसे
नहीं
स्टार्टिंग से
बेटा,
थोड़ा करा दो
नहीं, मैं
क्विकली
ऐसे नहीं
क्लास
रिवाइज
का।
करवाता हूँ बेटा। मेरा रिवाइज कराने का तरीका ऐसा नहीं है, क्योंकि मैं वही चीज मैं तोते की तरह ये पढ़ूंगा, वापस ये जो लिखा है यही पढ़ूंगा। आप भी तोते की तरह वो सुनोगे, उससे नहीं समझ में आता है। अभी जो हुआ ना, अभी जो हमने डिस्कशन किया आपसे या पिछले दो स्टूडेंट से, ये अभी समझ में आई है बात। आर यू गेटिंग दिस?
यस सर।
रिवीजन ऐसे होता है। रिवीजन इज नॉट बाय आई
ओके।
अगेन रिपीटिंग। आपको कुछ नहीं समझेगा, क्योंकि आपके दिमाग में जो कुछ टेक्निकली समझा हुआ है वही समझा हुआ है, और मैं भले कुछ भी बोल रहा हूँ। आज आपको शायद पहली बार ये बात, ये बर्डन वाली बात समझ में आई ना, पहली बार।
यस
अब
सर।
तक हमने तोते की तरह ये बार बार रिपीट किया है, डायरेक्ट टैक्स बर्डन नॉट पास ऑन, इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स बर्डन पास ऑन, पर ये सिर्फ तोते की तरह किया। इसका मतलब हमें कभी नहीं समझा, आज पहली बार वो मतलब समझ में आ रहा है। तो मेरा
यस।
सवाल आप लोगों को एक रिक्वेस्ट है, रादर आपको मैं पूरे सब्जेक्ट का 10 बार रिवीजन करवाऊंगा, मगर मेरा तरीका क्या है, यू आस्क मी क्वेश्चन कि सर ये पॉइंट का मतलब क्या, ये पॉइंट में ऐसा क्यों नहीं। आप जब इस तरीके से सवाल पूछोगे और तब मैं उसको वापस रिवाइज करवाऊंगा या एक्सप्लेन करूंगा, तो वो चीज क्लियर होगी। वरना वो रिपीट करना, तो फिर आपको मेरे से रिवीजन करवाने की जरूरत नहीं। आप पिछला वाला लेक्चर जो रिकॉर्डेड आपको मिल रहा है, आप फास्ट फॉरवर्ड देख लो, रिवीजन हो गया, डिटेल्ड रिवीजन हो गया। अभी मैं फास्ट में 2 मिनट में बोल के बोलने से अच्छा वो पूरा लेक्चर वापस फास्ट फॉरवर्ड करके देख लो। पर वो फायदा नहीं होगा। फायदा होता है इस तरीके के रिवीजन से, दैट इज आस्किंग क्वेश्चंस एंड मी गिविंग यू स्पेसिफिक आंसर्स। राइट बेटा?
यस सर।
आप सवाल पूछते जाओ, मैं जवाब देते जाऊंगा।
ओके सर।
यस जश।
गुड इवनिंग सर।
गुड
सर
इवनिंग
एक्चुअली
बेटा।
मैंने अभी ये वाला चीज समझा जिसमें जीएसटी पेमेंट करने के लिए कौन लायबल होता है। जैसे कि आप लॉयर हैं और
हम्म
आपने बिल बनाया आरसीएम के
हम्म
थ्रू, बट जो
ना ना ना
जीएसटी
बेटा,
है
अभी पहले
वो
आरसीएम फॉरवर्ड
डायरेक्ट।
चार्ज में मत पड़ो। सुनो सुनो रुको, चीजों को पहले सिंपल रखो।
अच्छा।
मैं लॉयर हूं, आप कंपनी
ओके।
हो, ठीक है?
जी
आपने मुझे हायर किया आपके किसी केस के लिए। सी
जी
हमेशा पहले ना रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल लो।
जी।
आपने मुझे एक केस के लिए हायर किया जिसका मैंने बोला भाई मैं फीस 1 लाख रुपए लूंगा, ठीक है?
ओके सर।
अब ये 1 लाख रुपए पे जीएसटी है, यस। आप पहले एग्जाम्पशन देख लो, एग्जाम्पशन में है नहीं है, मतलब इस पे जीएसटी लगना है 18,000, यस। अब आएगा
जी
सवाल कि किसको भरने को बोला है लॉ ने, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी किसकी है। रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी किसकी है वो किसी की भी आएगा आंसर, वो 9 में पता चल जाएगा। पर अल्टीमेटली किसके जेब से जाने वाला है? आपके जेब से जाने वाला है, ये आपको मालूम होना चाहिए। यानी आपको खर्चा 1,18,000 ही आपको मालूम होना चाहिए, करेक्ट?
यस सर।
तो
बट
आपका
सर
खर्चा एक
जैसे
लाख
कि
अठारह हजार रुको रुको
जी
रुको, अभी मैं बात कर रहा हूँ। मैं
सॉरी
आपको
सर।
जब बोलूंगा तब आप बोलना। सो आपको एक चीज मालूम है कि मैंने जब फीस बोल दी 1 लाख, मतलब आपका खर्चा 1,18,000 होना है। अगर यही आप मेरे पास आते थे एज अ सीए, तो पूरे 1,18,000 का मैं बिल बना के देता, आप मुझे अपने बैंक से पूरे 1,18,000 देते, आपका काम खत्म, और मैं जाके 18,000 गवर्नमेंट को भरता। पर अब अगर आप, मैं लॉयर हूं जो आपका एग्जाम्पल है, आप मेरे पास आए हो तो मैं केवल 1 लाख का बिल दूंगा, तो आप मुझे 1 लाख दोगे मेरी फीस, और अब आपको जाके 18,000 गवर्नमेंट को देना है। तो पहली बात, दोनों ही एग्जाम्पल में 18,000 का बर्डन आप पे ही है, क्योंकि आप फाइनल कंज्यूमर हो इस सर्विस के। सिर्फ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी सीए वाले केस में मेरे पे थी, तो आपका काम हो गया, आपने पूरे 1/18 मुझे दे दिया, आपका काम खत्म। सेकंड केस में, लॉयर वाले केस में, वो जिम्मेदारी आप पे डाली गई है 9(3) में, तो आप मुझे से मेरी फीस दोगे और आपको अलग से जाके गवर्नमेंट को 18,000 जमा करने। ये मैंने वापस रिपीट कर दिया, रिवीजन करवा दिया। अब आप आपका क्वेश्चन पूछो।
ओके सर, तो मैं ये पूछ रहा था, जो कि 18,000 रुपये मैं पे करूंगा जब आप लॉयर थे, तो मैं कैसे वो डायरेक्ट पे कैसे करूंगा? मतलब किस मतलब जीएसटी, मतलब मैं खुद का ही, मतलब इनवॉइस तो मुझे आप प्रोवाइड करेंगी ना, पर एज ए
करेक्ट,
लॉयर
इनवॉइस मैंने
तो।
दिया है, मगर जीएसटी आप
हाँ
भरोगे, क्योंकि आरसीएम में। यानी अब आपका सवाल प्रोसीजर पे आ गया, कैसे भरोगे, करेक्ट।
हाँ, यस सर।
तो अब बेटा, जब हम इनवॉइस और रिटर्न्स वाले चैप्टर में जाएंगे ना, अब मैं यहाँ पे कुछ लिखने
जी
वाला हूं, पर ये मैंने पहले क्यों नहीं लिखा, क्योंकि इसमें कंफ्यूजन हो सकता है। इसमें लॉ बोलता है कि आप जाओगे, हर महीने का रिटर्न फाइल करते हैं। अब ये सब आगे की बातें आप पढ़ोगे, तो वो रिटर्न फाइल करते वक्त मैंने तो आपको इनवॉइस 1 लाख का ही दिया है। ये अठारह
जी।
हजार के लिए आप खुद से एक इनवॉइस बना लोगे, जिसमें आप वो 18,000 जीएसटी की लाइबिलिटी दिखाओगे, और फिर आप वो लाइबिलिटी जाके गवर्नमेंट को पे कर दोगे। सी, आज
ओके सर।
आज कोई भी जाके गवर्नमेंट पोर्टल पे जाके टैक्स भर सकता है बाय क्रिएटिंग अ चालान ऑन द गवर्नमेंट पोर्टल। मैं आपको दूसरा एग्जांपल देता हूं। अभी आजकल तो सब ऑनलाइन हो गया है, पहले ये सब फिजिकल होता था, मालूम है। आज से 10 साल पहले सब कुछ हम फिजिकली पे करते थे। कैसे पे करते थे मालूम है आपको? कुछ बैंक्स बताए जाते थे, जैसे
यस
कि
सर, मुझे
एसबीआई
पता
सबसे कॉमन बैंक।
है। जी।
आप जाओगे वहां पे, आपको एसबीआई में बाहर एक फॉर्म लटकाओ मिलेगा। आपको इनकम टैक्स का फॉर्म मिलेगा, सर्विस टैक्स का फॉर्म मिलेगा, एक्साइज का फॉर्म मिलेगा, जीएसटी नहीं, सॉरी, तब तो ये था आपका वैट, सेल्स टैक्स का फॉर्म मिलेगा। आपको जो टैक्स भरना है, आप वो फॉर्म लो, फॉर्म में डिटेल्स भरो और बैंक में पैसे जमा कर दो। टैक्स भरा गया। अब अगर वो सप्लायर को भरना है तो उसके लिए भी वही तरीका है, और रेसिपिएंट को भरना है उसके लिए भी वही तरीका है। आज यही चीज फिजिकल की जगह ऑनलाइन हो गई, तो अब ऑनलाइन, मैं ऑनलाइन जाके वो चालान बनाऊंगा। जो हम पहले हाथ से लिख के पहले हम बैंक में बनाते थे, अब मैं ऑनलाइन वो चालान बनाऊंगा, और ऑनलाइन मेरे बैंक से गवर्नमेंट के बैंक में पैसे ट्रांसफर कर दूंगा। तो जहां पे फॉरवर्ड चार्ज में मुझे भरना है, मैं भी वैसे कर रहा हूँ, रिवर्स चार्ज में आपको भरना है, आप भी वैसे कर रहे हो। ये हो गया प्रोसीजर। अब आप सवाल पूछो आगे का। अब आपका क्या डाउट
सर
है वो
तो
पूछो।
मतलब, जी, तो सर ऐसा ज़रूरी है कि, मतलब एक जनरल क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा हूँ कि क्लाइंट ऐसे अपने अपनी तरफ से अलग से बिल बना के जनरेट करके टैक्स पे करता ही होगा, लेकिन ऐसा होता है? मतलब
कैसा होता है
जब
बेटा?
वो, मतलब सर क्या ऐसा, मतलब कुछ क्लाइंट्स करते होंगे, मतलब ऐसा भी तो
क्या
होता होगा ना, कुछ
क्या
हम नेगेटिव
क्या
पर्सपेक्टिव, नेगेटिव पर्सपेक्टिव लें कि
क्या
वो क्या पता वो 18,000 रुपये पे करता ही नहीं हो गवर्नमेंट को, क्लाइंट।
नहीं होगा वो तो, कोई भाई, वो तो देखो, पहली बात मेरे को एक चीज बताओ, इसमें फॉरवर्ड हो या रिवर्स,
जी।
टैक्स चोरी करने वाले तो टैक्स नहीं भरेंगे ना। इधर अगर मुझे टैक्स नहीं भरना है तो मैं भी नहीं भरूंगा, और अगर इधर कंपनी यानी आपको नहीं भरना है तो आप भी नहीं भरोगे। चोरी करने वाले तो कर ही रहे हैं ना, आज भी तो कर रहे हैं, तो सवाल क्या है उसमें? तो
हाँ,
सवाल क्या है?
ये बात
चोरी
भी
करने
सही
वाले
है।
कर रहे हैं, माना मैंने, तो सवाल क्या? वो तो गवर्नमेंट फिर उसको अलग तरीके से पकड़ती है। चोरी करने वाले तो हर स्कीम में है, फॉरवर्ड में, रिवर्स में। जिसको नहीं भरना है वो टैक्स की
वो
चोरी
सही
कर
बात
ही
है,
रहा है।
चोरी कर ही रहा है वो तो। ओके सर, बस मैं इतना ही थोड़ा पूछ रहा था, हो गया सर,
हाँ,
थैंक यू वेरी
नहीं,
मच सर।
कंपनी नहीं भरेगी समझो, तो फिर गवर्नमेंट के पास उनके
हाँ
हथकंडे हैं ना, वो कंपनी का ऑडिट करते हैं, तब जाके पकड़ेंगे। और अगर उनको लगेगा कि रेड
हाँ,
करके पकड़ना है,
टीडीएस
रेड
क्लेम
करके
करेंगे वो।
पकड़ेंगे। फिर वो तरीके से वो पकड़ते हैं।
जी।
जब उसको डाउट आता है, तो ये उनके पास जितने भी हथकंडे हैं 7-8, उनमें से कोई भी हथकंडा वो अपनाएंगे, और फिर बाकी वो चेक करेंगे और पकड़ेंगे। कितनी बार उनको डाउट रहता है तो वो पहले चेक करते हैं, इंक्वायरी करते हैं, लेटर से आपसे सवाल पूछ के रिप्लाई मांगते हैं। क्या पता रिप्लाई में आपने जो बता दिया उनको सेटिस्फेक्शन लगा, खत्म हो गया केस। जहां पे पकड़ में आए वहां पे फिर आपसे इंटरेस्ट पेनल्टी के साथ रिकवर करेंगे। सही है।
सर, जी सर, एक क्वेश्चन और छोटा सा भी एक और आ गया, मतलब
हाँ,
जैसे कि हम आप सीए हैं, तो आप, जैसे कि मैंने आपको अपना वर्क दिया और आपने मेरा वो वर्क करा, आपने वो जीएसटी भरा, तो ये तो आप मुझे जीएसटी मेरा भर ही रहे हैं, पर सर क्या ऐसा होता होगा कि आपको कहीं से जीएसटी मिलता होगा, मतलब इनपुट के
हम्म,
तौर पे ऐसा होता है, मतलब जो सीए चार्टर्ड्स को मिलता है ऐसा इनपुट?
मिलता है बेटा। मैं अभी आज मेरा पूरा ऑफिस रन करने के लिए, समझो मैंने भाड़ा भरा, उस पे मैंने जीएसटी भरा, मेरे को उसका इनपुट मिला। मैंने जो भी कंप्यूटर लैपटॉप्स खरीदे उसके ऊपर जो जीएसटी भरा उसका इनपुट मिला। ऐसे मेरा बिजनेस चलाने के लिए, मेरे को बिजनेस चलाने के लिए बहुत सारे खर्चे हैं ना, वो खर्चे पे करते वक्त मैंने जीएसटी भरा है तो मेरे को उसका इनपुट मिला ही है ना, और मिलना ही चाहिए।
सर एसेट्स के अलावा
तो बेटा मैंने आपको एग्जाम्पल दिया ना, क्या एग्जाम्पल दिया, मैं भाड़ा भर रहा हूँ, सबसे बड़ा खर्चा। अगर मेरा खुद का
हाँ,
प्रीमाइसेस
राइट
नहीं है
राइट ओके।
और भाड़ा ही 5-6 लाख रुपए है पर मंथ, तो उसका जीएसटी बड़ा अमाउंट आ रहा है। फिर इतने सारे कंप्यूटर से तो उनका सर्विसिंग और रेगुलर मेंटेनेंस का खर्चा आ रहा है। फिर मैंने बहुत सारे सब्सक्रिप्शंस लिए हुए हैं क्योंकि बहुत सारे सॉफ्टवेयर चाहिए, तो सबके भाई बहुत खर्च है बेटा। ऑफिस चलाने में ऐसा नहीं है सिर्फ असेट्स खर्चा नहीं है, बहुत खर्चे हैं।
थैंक
ठीक
यू
है।
वेरी मच सर।
यस
यस सर।
students, there are many chats, but many chats what I can see are only answering my any previous point. So if you have any question, I will request it is better you raise your hand because अभी वो chat में से question मैं नहीं ढूंढ पाऊंगा। Yes पूरव।
यस सर, आई वांटेड टू आस्क कि जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल अभी जो आपने अभी एग्जांपल दिया था जो पिछले पूछा था उन्होंने, तो मेरा ये सवाल था कि जैसे जो जीएसटी अपने चाहे गुड्स हो चाहे सर्विस हो, वो जीएसटी वैसे ही रहता है, चार सेट ऑफ वैसे ही सेम ही होता है। वो पिछली बारी उसमें होता था कि जो जीएसटी गुड्स पे, सॉरी, जो टैक्स गुड्स पे दिया है वो गुड्स के साथ ही सेट ऑफ होगा।
नो
तो
नो नो, यही तो डिफरेंस है। देन व्हाट वी स्टडीड इन फर्स्ट चैप्टर, व्हाट हैज चेंज बिटवीन ओल्ड लॉ एंड न्यू लॉ इज, इन ओल्ड लॉ गुड्स का क्रेडिट गुड्स में सेट ऑफ होता था, सर्विस का सर्विस में होता था। बट इन न्यू लॉ, इन जीएसटी, दैट इज व्हाट इज नाउ। नाउ आई एम अ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट, I am also receiving so many goods, laptop, then printing paper, all stationery items. These are all goods which I am receiving.
यस सर।
Furniture, which I have invested so much in furniture, that is also goods. I have taken credit of all of them and I am using it for paying my GST on service. So now after GST, that is what has changed.
यस सर। ओके सर। And sir, I wanted to ask, but the question is related to chapter 2, schedule 3. Can I ask it right now,
You can
or?
ask any question. If it is connected and if I feel that explaining it now will not confuse others, I will definitely answer. You can ask this question, beta. It is
Yes.
anyways taught already.
यस सर, आई वांटेड टू आस्क इन दैट कि जैसे स्केड्यूल 3 में पॉइंट नंबर 9 है और पॉइंट नंबर 10 है, जो वो दोनों ही काफी ज्यादा सिमिलर है एक दूसरे से। जैसे पॉइंट 9 में लीड इंश्योरेंस से, इंश्योरर से रिलेटेड बताया है कि जब
Ask
कोई।
your query, beta. Ask your query. I know
आई
what is there
वांटेड
in
टू
the.
आस्क अबाउट स्पेसिफिकली अबाउट पॉइंट 10 की, उसमें क्या बताया है, स्केड्यूल 3 के पॉइंट
Beta,
10 में
then
क्या एग्जैक्टली बताया है?
were you present when I explained that? Because that day also people asked me that question twice, thrice. I will repeat. In 9, it is the service of insurance company which is covered. In 10, it is the service of insurance agent which is covered.
यस सर।
इन एनी केस, आज अब नॉर्मल जो भी इंश्योरेंस है, अभी हमारा तो पर्सनल इंश्योरेंस अभी एग्जाम कर दिया है अभी गवर्नमेंट ने फ्रॉम सितंबर, बट लेट अस अज्यूम फॉर द टाइम बीइंग कि पर्सनल इंश्योरेंस पे जीएसटी है। नाउ इन पर्सनल इंश्योरेंस व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इज, an agent comes to you, the agent explains you that this is the scheme and this is beneficial for you, you take the scheme, you take the scheme. Now when
यस
you
सर।
take the scheme, you are paying, let us say, 1 lakh rupees premium to the insurance company. So this is the first service which is between you and insurance company.
यस सर।
This is in 9,
यस सर।
correct? And
यस
then since the insurance company got this business because of the efforts of that agent, out of this 1 lakh premium, insurance company is giving 10,000 to the agent as a commission.
यस सर।
This is in 10.
यस। सो जैसे स्केड्यूल इसमें 10, पॉइंट नंबर 10 में इंश्योरर और री इंश्योरर वर्ड यूज किया है, तो
Beta,
इंश्योरर इसमें एजेंट है एंड री इंश्योरर कंपनी है इसमें।
no, both are insurance companies. But
यस
then
सर।
what happens when I am the lead insurer, I get a big policy, and when I give the policy to small insurance companies, so in that case, I have given them the business, so I also become the agent now. So I will ask my commission. Had they got this policy from their agent would have taken commission from them.
यस सर।
Now I am giving my big policy, I am sharing with them. So I am sharing my policy ना, मेरे पास बहुत बड़ा पॉलिसी आया, अकेला मुझे डर लग रहा था कि भाई इतना बड़ा मैं रिस्क कैसे लूं. So I asked कि चलो you, Maithili, Aditi, all come with me together, we'll do this. So I am passing on my insurance to you. So I have become agent also. So I am taking commission from you.
यस सर।
Correct?
यस सर। ठीक है सर, थैंक यू
Perfect.
सर।
Understood? Clear?
यस सर। यस सर।
Good. Yes, Akhila beta.
Sir, I have a doubt on what you give an example, right, sir? Lawyer and a company.
Please.
Company paid a 18,000. Which name we will represent?
To government directly.
Yes, sir. Directly paid for a government. In which name we represent that 18,000, sir?
GST,
GST. Okay, sir. In but in
CGST,
say,
SGST or IGST. See, this will not change whether it is forward charge or reverse charge. Whether it is forward charge, I will charge GST by the same name. Let us say CGST, SGST half off or full IGST. Similarly, where company has to directly pay to the government when it is under RCM, it will also pay by the same name. If it is CGST, SGST, then half off. If not, then full IGST.
okay, sir.
Correct, na? You understood?
Yes. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Any further question, beta?
No, sir.
Good. Yes, Aditi, beta.
Yes, sir. Was having a doubt that we are saying that GTA or this author can choose in the between RCM and FCM. So what benefit they will get if they go for the FCM, and what benefit they will get if they go for RCM?
See, first benefit is when I decide to do FCM, let us say I'm the supplier. So I take the example of author because it is very simple. Well, because I'm author and you are, let us say, publisher. So if I decide to do it under FCM, first I have to do all the jamela of going and paying the tax. So I have to file returns. I have to do every jamela. If I put it in RCM, my jamela is gone. It is now your jamela. You have to pay the tax. So my benefit in FCM is if I don't want jamela, then I will prefer RCM so that I am not in the jamela. Like today, I don't want this jamela of paying tax on the royalty. So best is what I have shifted it to you by not giving the declaration to the government ki I want to be under forward charge. So you will be paying the tax to the government. So it is your jamela, correct?
Okay, sir, correct.
Second, but there is a benefit. Why I will opt for FCM? So this is the negative side I have said. Ki why I will not opt for FCM, but there is a positive side. And the positive side is my input tax credit. Like what I answered to someone, ki when I'm running an office or a business, I'm having lot many inputs on which I have paid GST. Now for that input GST, I want that benefit to take. So I can take the benefit only if I am paying tax under forward charge. So why I will go under forward charge, or when I will go under forward charge, what is the benefit of being under forward charge? I will get the benefit of all the input tax credit which I have paid. Otherwise, that input tax credit will be my loss.
Okay,
so that
for
is
the
where I will
input
opt for
tax
FCM.
credit, I will go for the FCM thing.
Yes. So if you want to know the reason when people will go for FCM, the reason is mainly input tax credit, because then they will be able to get the input tax credit benefit. Otherwise, they will not get the benefit.
Okay, fine. Got it, sir. Thank you.
Yes, students. Anybody else has a query? If anybody has asked any question in the chat, I'll request you to please repeat your question, because of the problem that there were so many chats, because when I was discussing, many people had responded to my questions. So now it is difficult for me because I'm scrolling the chat, but I'm not able to identify whether it is a question or it is a response. So I request that whoever still has a question pending, if any, please put it again now in the chat box so that I can check. So Bhavani is asking, company can claim ITC. Yes, whatever tax you have paid, beta, whether it is under forward charge or reverse charge, that is the company's example. So the company paying GST to me, I am the CA, and company will get ITC there also. And second, whether the company is paying the tax by itself in case of legal service, there also the company will get ITC. So whether it is forward or reverse, that does not changes the recipient side's ITC. So because tax is ultimately borne by the recipient, in both cases, recipient is not having a challenge of getting the ITC. Yes, students, tell me. Okay, Kambira. Yes, Kambira. But just a caution note, you will ask me question what is relevant to the topic
Yes,
till
hello,
now.
sir.
Kambira,
Sir,
you are audible, but please listen to me. kindly ask the question which is relevant to the topic, because you are practically practicing. You may be knowing much about GST law, but I may not be able to answer those questions which I believe will create confusion. Yes, go ahead.
Sir, if I have a GST number
Yes.
and I'm going to buy something goods to related to my company, and I'm giving my GST number to the seller, that like I use my GST number, So even if I don't have a input tax credit, can I give that GST number, sir? So the in my GSTR account, the liability is reflected in GSTR account in my account, right, sir?
But there is a mixture in your understanding. So you are the company. Firstly, are you the company in this example?
Yes, sir. I have
Okay.
a company and I have a GST number.
So when you say I have, means now you are the company. So we are talking about the company, correct?
Yes.
So now you are the company, right? So when you are
Yes.
coming, it means the company is buying the goods.
Yes.
Let us say I am the seller. What you are buying? You are buying laptops for the company. The
Yes.
bill is 10 lakh rupees and the GST on that bill is 1,80,000. Now, when you come to my shop and when I tell you, okay, these many laptops, the cost is 10 lakhs and there is GST of 18%. So it will be total 10 lakhs plus 1,80,000, 11 lakhs 80,000, right?
Yes.
Now you are a company, you are registered under GST, you have a GST number. So definitely you will give me the GST number, because I will prepare the invoice writing your GST number. Now, what is your query in this?
So even if I don't have a input tax credit,
Beta,
the liability of the
input tax credit and this question is not related, because whatever GST I am charging to you, that will become your input tax credit. Because when you will purchase the laptop from me, which is your input, that will become ITC, na?
Okay, sir.
It is irrespective whether you have ITC or not. I am going to charge GST because I have to pay that GST to government. And what we have discussed till now, I am going to collect it from you, and whether you have ITC or not, it has nothing to do. Now you pay that GST to me, and that you can take as ITC in your books.
Okay,
Correct?
sir. Understood. Yes, sir. Understood.
Understood?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Perfect. Yes, Neelam.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, beta. Tell me, beta.
Yes, sir. मैं जानना चाहती हूँ सर, कंपनी जीएसटी लगाती है अपनी कॉस्ट के ऊपर, उसके बाद उसमें अपना प्रॉफिट भी जोड़ती है, तो प्रॉफिट का जो टैक्स पे करना होता है वो कंज्यूमर, व्हाई कंज्यूमर पे दिस?
Okay, let us take a simple example. ठीक है, नीलम, let us say, मैं वापस मेरा एक पुराना एग्जांपल लेता हूँ. I am the boat company, right? Same example.
Okay.
So I am the boat company. What is my product, बेटा? हमारा पुराना एग्जांपल क्या है? What is my product? भूल गए आप मेरा पुराना एग्जांपल? बोट कंपनी वाला एग्जांपल क्या है? What I am selling?
Yes, sir.
भूल गए आप? ये हेडफोन्स का ही एग्जांपल मैं ले रहा हूँ ना लास्ट 2 लेक्चर से.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. नाउ आपने ऑनलाइन किसी पोर्टल पे मेरा कोई एक लेटेस्ट लॉन्च किया हुआ हेडफोन प्रोडक्ट आपको पसंद आया, आपने सिलेक्ट किया, करेक्ट?
Okay.
नाउ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द कॉस्टिंग. सो कॉस्टिंग में मैंने जब इसका कॉस्टिंग करा हेडफोन का, HP's हेडफोन, इसका मेरे को कॉस्ट आ रहा है 10,000, जिसमें मेरा अभी अगर आप कॉस्टिंग सब्जेक्ट पढ़ रहे हो तो मटेरियल, लेबर, ओवरहेड सारे खर्चे मिला के 10,000 है. ये मेरा टोटल कॉस्ट है. इसमें मेरा प्रॉफिट है, लेटेस्ट से 2,000 मैंने प्रॉफिट ऐड किया है, तो मेरा सेलिंग प्राइस है 12,000, करेक्ट?
जी, ओके.
और इस पे फिर 18% GST है.
ओके.
अब आप जब मेरा ये प्राइस देख रहे हो तो आपको प्राइस कैसा दिख रहा है? 12,000 प्लस 18% ऐसा, या फिर टोटल जो भी आएगा वो टोटल दिख रहा है?
यस, 12,000 प्लस 18%.
यस, क्योंकि सेलिंग प्राइस तो 12,000 है ना.
ओके.
एंड हाउ डू यू गेट सेलिंग प्राइस? टोटल कॉस्ट प्लस प्रॉफिट इज सेलिंग प्राइस.
यस.
सो मैं मेरे सेलिंग प्राइस पे तो GST लगाता हूँ.
यस सर, बट व्हाई पेड इन कंज्यूमर?
देन हु विल पे, बेटा?
सर, क्योंकि इसमें प्रॉफिट तो सर, उसमें प्रॉफिट तो कंपनी का है, उसमें प्रॉफिट तो खुद कंपनी उठा रही है, बट व्हाई पेड GST कंज्यूमर? GST क्यों भुगते सर?
Is it income tax or indirect tax what we are talking about?
तो इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स.
अगर ये आप इनकम टैक्स की बात करते तो आपका सवाल, आपका दर्द राइट है। ये 2000 का टैक्स मैं खुद भरता था, क्योंकि इनकम
ओके।
टैक्स मुझे खुद जाके भरना है।
हम्म।
अब अगर मैं बिजनेस कर रहा हूं तो मुझे टैक्स, सी, गवर्नमेंट हैज नथिंग टू डू। मैं ये 12,000 की चीज कल डिस्काउंट में 6,000 पे भी तो बेचता हूँ, जब मेरे को स्टॉक खाली करना होता है,
यस।
राइट? तब
यस।
तो मैं लॉस करके बेच रहा हूँ।
ओके।
तब
राइट
आप मेरे
राइट।
को, तब आप बोलोगे कि नहीं नहीं सर आप लॉस मत करो, मैं आपको 10,000 का तो जीएसटी दे देती हूँ, क्योंकि दस
यस
हजार का
यस
तो
यस यस
आप
यस।
दोगे नहीं। आप बोलोगे अच्छा 6,000 प्राइस है, चलो अच्छा है, मेरे को तो स्कीम में मिल रहा है, मैं 6,000 में खरीदती हूँ। सो
यस
इनडायरेक्ट
यस
टैक्स इज ऑन द प्राइस, इट हैज नथिंग टू डू विद द प्रॉफिट और लॉस ऑफ द कंपनी।
यस।
सिंपल है, क्लियर है?
सो बट सर 6,000 अगर स्ट्रोक रह जाता है तो उसपे भी तो सर जीएसटी जो भरेगा, तो उसमें सर प्रॉफिट एड है, स्टॉक
तो नहीं होगा
स्टॉक में
से।
प्रॉफिट एड।
सी बेटा, प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, टुडे इन टुडेस वर्ल्ड, अगर 12,000 की चीज 6,000 में है, आई डोंट नो कि उसमें प्रॉफिट है या वो लॉस में बेच रहे। कितनी बार कंपनीज को जब स्टॉक क्लियरेंस करना रहता है, वो क्या सोचते हैं, अरे यार पुराना माल पड़े पड़े मेरा खराब हो जाएगा, मैं निकाल के खत्म करता हूँ। हम नहीं करते ऐसा।
ओके सर।
आप, आपके घर में भी बहुत सारी चीजें रहती है जो अब आपको काम में नहीं आ रही है, आप फ्री में बांट देते हो लोगों को। तो एक तरह से तो आपने नुकसान किया ना, पर आप बांट देते हो ना फ्री में। क्यों बांटते हो? आप क्या सोचते हो, यार घर में पड़े पड़े खराब भी हो रही है और मेरी जगह भी वे ऑक्यूपाई कर रही है, छोड़ो मैं फ्री में दे देता हूँ। आप करते हो
यस
कि
यस
नहीं? तब आप
यस।
प्रॉफिट लॉस सोचते हो कि अरे ये तो मैंने 2,000 में खरीदा था ये डिनर सेट, पर अब अगर आपके कोई काम का नहीं है, आप किसी को तो भी दे देते हो कि चलो जान दो यार तू फ्री में लेके जा। करते हैं ना हम काफी
ओके।
बार।
ओके। यस।
तो कंपनियां भी करती है। बट
तो
अगेन
इसका
जीएसटी
मतलब
इज
उसको
नॉट ऑन
कॉस्ट ही
प्रॉफिट।
मान लें।
जो भी होगा
कॉस्ट।
बेटा, अभी हमें वो पता ही नहीं है ना, नीलम। और
यस सर।
गवर्नमेंट को भी कोई लेन देन नहीं है। गवर्नमेंट को जाके चेक नहीं करेगा 6,000 में प्रॉफिट कितना है, 12,000 में कितना है, क्योंकि हम इनकम टैक्स की बात ही नहीं कर रहे ना। जीएसटी
यस
इज ऑन
सर।
द प्राइस। अभी प्राइस
यस
6,000
यस
है तो 6,000 पे जीएसटी लगेगा, 12,000 तो 12,000 पे लगेगा। उसमें प्रॉफिट है या लॉस, ना वो गवर्नमेंट
यस।
देखेगा ना आप देखोगे। आपको क्या देखना है, आपको 6,000 में खरीदना है या नहीं, और 12,000 में खरीदना है नहीं। लोग 12 क्या,
ओके
लोग तो 20,000 में भी खरीद रहे हैं। वो ये थोड़ा ना सोचते उसमें प्रॉफिट कितना है, आपके लिए वही
ओके ओके
कॉस्ट है।
सर। यस सर, ऐसा क्लियर क्लियर क्लियर।
ठीक है?
क्लियर सर। यस सर थैंक
ओके, एनी अदर डाउट बेटा?
यू। नो सर।
गुड। यस आदित्य बेटा।
Sir, my doubt is, if in last class you showed that to GST website,
हाँ,
sir, in GST website, in GST amendments in GST Act, you show in the last class, sir. In
ओके।
website, GST website, should it is mandatory to read as a serious student in website, sir,
No,
GST website?
you don't need not go to the GST website as a GST student. I showed you that for your practical knowledge, because tomorrow after clearing your inters, you will be joining articleship. So at that time, at least you should know ki where you will get the amendments. So I showed it only for your practical knowledge. It has nothing to do with exams. For exams, everything is printed in our module. You have to only refer the module. And if there is any future amendment coming during the exam, we publish one more material which is hosted on our BOS portal, which is called as the updates. So module and updates, that is what you'll get from our BOS portal. Correct?
Okay, sir. Okay.
As a student, you need not go to the website of the government, but that is for, because tomorrow you will become chartered accountant. In fact, before that, when you'll go to office, you should know where to see all these amendments. Understood?
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Clear? No, Purav, there is not only doubt solving, but I am today giving sufficient time, because the more I am clearing your doubts, it is getting cleared for everyone else also. So, and it is not only that we are going to do revision. I'm waiting. Once everybody's doubt is solved, I will also start with the new part. And whoever has joined now will understand the new part also, because new part is different. Yes, Manisha.
Sir, I joined in between today, so should I continue or watch
बेटा
the
मैं आपके ही
recorded
पॉइंट
class?
को जवाब दे रहा हूँ। आपके पॉइंट को किसी ने जो रिप्लाई दिया था, मैं उसी को क्लैरिफाई कर रहा हूँ। आपको जब तक समझ में आए आप कंटिन्यू करो ना। आपको समझ में आ रहा है ना?
Yes.
खत्म,
Yes,
आप
sir.
कंटिन्यू करो। जब नहीं समझ में आएगा तब क्या करोगे?
I will still continue and watch the recorded
यस, वे नहीं फिर कंटिन्यू करोगे तो रिकॉर्डिंग क्यों देखना है? अभी कंटिन्यू करो, और नहीं समझ में आएगा तो आप डाउट पूछ लो, आई विल आंसर
one.
इट।
Okay, sir.
ठीक है?
Yeah.
गुड। ये स्टूडेंट्स, सुष्मिता, आई वाज वेटिंग, क्योंकि अभी तक सुष्मिता ने मेरे से कोई सवाल नहीं पूछा आज। टेल मी सुष्मिता बेटा।
Yes, sir. Not relating
अभी
to
क्या
the
हो गया एक्चुअल में, मुझे है
हाँ.
ना कुछ लोगों की आवाज सुनने की अब आदत पड़ गई है, एंड आई रियली लव टू टॉक टू यू ऑल, सो इट्स गुड, टेल मी बेटा.
Sir, not relating to the chapter, but just wanted to check once. Is there any for the exam, right? Is there any section-wise pass percentage also? Like
पास परसेंटेज व्हाट?
in the sense, for 100 mark paper, we need to score 40 to pass,
Yes,
right?
correct.
So, do we have any section-wise division also? That per
No, no,
section
no,
we
no,
have
no.
to
Section
score so
wise
much.
is no division. Don't worry.
Okay, okay. Just
No
want to
division
check.
section wise and no division even chapter wise. So it is not that this chapter will always have 5 mark question and this will have 10 marks. It is no such thing. It is
Okay.
dependent on our paper setters. Whatever they feel this time they have to ask, they will ask from that chapter and on that provision. So there is no compulsory breakup.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Students, I think now we should go for break. After break, I will take up the remaining services which are there in this RCM list. But I'm sure whatever we discussed till now would have given you more understanding till date of entire GST. Correct? And this type of discussion is very important. That is why I normally encourage discussion, and I'm really happy that your batch is very responsive. And most important, you all take the lead of asking questions. See, many times people fear to ask question ki nahi, it may appear very kiddish or sir may get angry, but don't worry. See, you are a student, you have all rights to ask question, whether it is basic question, whether any teacher will get angry, whether I am saying ki why you are asking stupid questions, still you have to ask, because all knowledge emanates from questioning. Even our shastras always say that you should ask questions, because when you ask question, firstly you have thought on that, and also when you get the answer, your entire clarity is consolidated. So students, let us go for a break. 8 o'clock we rejoin and we go for the further RCM list, or if there is any further query that we will take up. But now I'll not take up queries, I'll take few RCM list items. Thank you. 15 minutes break. Okay, students. So we completed these services which are under RCM. So one is the goods transport service. Then the other is the advocate, and similar to that is the tribunal service. Then you have the sponsorship service. Now see, what is very important in this RCM list, students, is beside knowing the names of the services, you should know the conditions attached. Like in case of, for example, sponsorship, the condition attached is provider should be not body corporate and recipient should be body corporate or partnership firm. So on both sides, there is some very specific condition. Only when the condition or conditions are met, then only RCM applies, or else it will be under normal or forward charge. This is what you have to understand, because this is the only thing that is expected, because in exam many times the questions on this part of the this chapter will be mainly to whether this is under RCM or it is under a forward charge. So maybe it will come as a case study or it will come as a straightforward sentence question. Then you have to just tick the right option if it is MCQ type of thing, or if it is a written format, you have to write it down. Okay, if this happens, it is under RCM. If this happens, it is under forward. So this is how you have to prepare this particular topic. So what is very important is knowing the service which is under RCM and the conditions attached to that. Correct? Fine. Now, starting from the continuing the list. Now the next services which are given by members of overseeing committee to RBI. Now the service itself has a description of supplier. So supplier are members of this specific committee. So see, RBI, we all know what is RBI. Now RBI takes some specialized services from some specialized bodies or groups. This is one such specialized body, and this particular body, whatever services it is giving to the RBI, it is, what is the name of the body? Members of overseeing committee. So what is their role? Their role is just focusing on some specific and sensitive aspects. They oversee. Oversee means sort of they keep on reviewing it, analyzing it, and wherever they feel that they need to give some important what you can say instruction or pass on some important information, they inform that to RBI, or they ask RBI to take that particular action or decision. This is what is the role of this committee. So the service given by this committee to RBI is put under RCM, that is RBI has to pay tax. Then comes a service which is called as service by individual direct selling agents, or DSA. Now this service, again, I'll give you a real life example. Maybe as a student you may not be facing it, but as a professional we face this nuisance every day. What is the nuisance? Multiple calls that we are getting are from some person saying that, sir, I am speaking from XYZ bank. I am speaking from some XYZ insurance company. Sir, this is the loan which we are offering. This is the credit card which we are offering. This is the special life insurance policy or health insurance policy we are offering. So they are trying to sell some company's product. Normally, what are those companies for which they are selling the products? One is banks, one is insurance. As I said, insurance is the next point. So nowadays, what banks have done, they have appointed individual persons. What they do, they keep on, and the banks give them a list of businessmen or professionals, and they just dial their numbers and they start saying, sir, I'm speaking from this bank. We have this special scheme for chartered accountants. We will give you this special debit card or credit card. You will get these features. So their job is marketing online. So what these people do, and they are individuals sitting at home. So they may be senior citizens, they may be married females, they may be those people who have not got let us say youth who are still unemployed, not getting jobs. So they generally come into this type of business where they are individuals. Most important, they should not be a body corporate or a partnership firm. Like you have call centers. Now if call center is doing this, that is the bank has properly given this particular service to a call center which is working like a company or a partnership firm, then the call center can pay tax under forward charge. Why? Same logic. Government can very easily catch hold of that call center because it has its own place of business. But if it is individuals sitting at home who are doing this calling, government cannot keep a track, but it is easy to track the banks, that is the recipient. Hence, in such cases, the banks or the NBFCs are the ones who are required to pay the tax of the commission which they will be paying to these agents. So these are all agents doing online marketing. and whatever business they will get to the bank will pay them commission. On the commission, the bank itself will have to pay the tax. Similarly, the bank also appoints somebody called as business facilitators. So when now business facilitator is something bigger than an agent. So when the government, sorry, not government, when the bank, let us say, wants to set up a branch in a particular area. So what it does, it find out a person in that area who will help the bank set up its business. How setting up business? It will help the bank get new account holders. It will help the bank get FDs. So generally, these are the influential persons of a particular area. Let us say bank is going to a small town place or a village. So they will see who are the influential persons, and they will tell them that you become our, instead of using the word agent, they will say you become our business correspondent or business facilitator. And this business facilitator, or the other one, as you can see, business correspondent, their role is to develop that particular bank's business in that particular area. And again, whatever they are doing, they are getting paid some remuneration commission, which is under RCM. That is, the company who is hiring them or the bank who is hiring them will be paying the GST on the commission or the remuneration that they are going to pay to these agents or business facilitators. Then comes an important service, security. Now, what is this security service? So simply put, nowadays, whenever you go to any mall, you go to any reputed shop, a jeweler shop, or even to a big housing society, you find a person who we call as watchman. But earlier, watchmen were individually hired. They were like, I know you personally, you become watchman. Now, people have started giving this work to agencies. I will not locate or I will not find out a person who will act as a watchman. I will give you the contract. Now you have to provide me these many watchmen. Now they have gone a step further. Now there are no more watchmen only. They are security guards. Many times they are having proper, let us say if it is a jeweler shop, they may be also carrying some rifles and all. Or if it is any, nowadays a new concept has come, personal bodyguards or bouncers. So celebrities many times have these personal bodyguards or bouncers. So they are provided to them by whom? By some security agency. So this security agency is the service provider. So what is in the list of service provider? What is the condition? The security agency should be person other than a company. So if company itself is a security agency, then the tax on the security services will be paid under forward charge. But if the provider is not a company and the recipient is a registered person, so recipient should be a registered person, provider should be other than company, then these services are under RCM. Now, what is explained over here? This is important. Security services provided by way of supply of security persons. So security persons, as I gave you example, watchmen, personal bodyguards, bouncers, these are covered here. Now, however, nothing contained in this entry shall apply. So when this entry will not apply, when these security services are given to whom? To department or establishment of government, or to local authority, or to government who has merely taken registration for the purpose of deducting TDS, or again the person who is registered but who is registered under the composition scheme. So when the recipient is one of these persons, RCM will not apply. But other than this, the tax is payable under RCM. Now comes another service, which is a very common service. What is this service? Renting of a motor vehicle. What is this renting of motor vehicle? Now, I'll give you example. So you want to go for a trip or travel to a place which is, let us say, 500 kilometers. So for this, you will hire some cab, you will hire, if let us say your entire family is going, then maybe you will hire a tempo traveler. Now in that case, you are hiring this from whom? You are hiring this from a tour travel person. We normally call that person as a travel agency or a tour operator. So what this person is doing? This person is providing you a motor vehicle on rent designed to carry passengers, where the cost of fuel is included in the consideration charged from the service recipient. Now, obviously, when they charge you, they will say that this is including petrol. So you don't pay for the petrol. So the person is providing you that particular vehicle with petrol included, means the charges are including petrol. Normally we pay on kilometer basis. So they include petrol and everything. Now, when this RCM will apply? This RCM will apply when the service provider is person other than a body corporate. but the recipient should be a body corporate. So we all are saved because we all are individuals. So when we are taking these services from such tour operators, we don't have to pay tax under RCM because tax is payable under RCM only when the recipient is a body corporate. So if the recipient is a company, then the tax is payable under RCM. And who should be the supplier? The supplier should be a person other than a company and should be providing services to a person who is a company. Is this clear? The point up to this is clear. Now comes this interesting point, and does not issue an invoice charging CGST 6% to service recipient. Now what is this? Same like GTA, because see, GTA is for goods transport, this is for passenger transport. Now same like GTA, here also the supplier of the service, whom we call as tour operator, is given the option that if the tour operator wants, it can go under forward charge. How? By charging GST on the invoice. So if the tour operator wants, so this is very similar to GTA, and both businesses are also same. The only difference is GTA is doing transport of goods and I'm doing transport of passengers. That is the only difference, but both are in the transportation business. So that is why the this point is similar. So GTA also has the option of forward charge. I'm also having the option of forward charge. So if I go to the details of this, see, this was earlier we studied this similar type for GTA. Now similar is for renting of motor vehicle. Now what is the point? Service by way of renting of motor vehicle, which is designed to carry passengers, where the cost of fuel is included in the consideration, right? Now there are two rates. One is the 5% rate, the other is the 12% rate, and half of 5 is 2.5. So because we are reading only CGST Act, you will read 2.5, or half of 12 is 6. Again, let me tell you students, this has been amended from 22nd of September. This 12% has become 18%. Yes, whether applicable to your exams or not, definitely I believe it will be applicable. So this will come to you when you will read the statutory updates. So when we will be making the statutory updates relevant to your exams, in that we will give that on these pages, these rates have to be changed to 18%. Anyways, right now, what is the point? So there are two rates applicable to this business. One is 5%, provided supplier of the service has only taken limited ITC, or 12%, which has now become 18%, where the supplier of service opts to pay GST at the said rate. In this case, there is no restriction on availing ITC. Now, we understand by this particular chart. What is this particular chart? Person liable to pay tax under renting of motor vehicle. Now, firstly, there are two rates, 5% or 12%. If the supplier is going to charge 12%, it is by default going to be under forward charge. So as you saw above, what was the condition? Where the supplier is charging 6%. 6 means double of that is 12, and now it has become 18. If the supplier is going to 12%, it will be only under one option, that is what is forward. Now, if the supplier is under 5, now here there will be two possibilities. What? Supplier is other than body corporate, or supplier is a body corporate. If supplier is a body corporate, by default it is under forward charge, because we saw in the conditions that the supplier should be person other than body corporate. If supplier is a person other than body corporate, then this will be under possibility of RCM. Now when it will be under RCM, now supplier is not a body corporate. Now you have to see who is the recipient. If the recipient is also not a body corporate, again it will go under forward charge. Only when the recipient is a body corporate, then only it will come under reverse charge. So for coming under reverse charge, first, supplier should not charge 12%. Supplier should charge 5%. Secondly, supplier should not be body corporate. And thirdly, the recipient should be a body corporate. So all these conditions are satisfied, not charging 12%, in short, charging 5%, supplier body, not body corporate, recipient body corporate. When all these conditions are satisfied, only then this will come under RCM. So RCM is applicable only where the supplier does not charge 12%. Again, I repeat, it has become 18, but it will come in the statutory updates. Now, there may arise a doubt as to whether RCM is applicable on, first, renting of motor vehicle designed to carry passengers or service of transportation of passengers. Now, this is a confusion. Now, this entry says renting of motor vehicle. Now there is one more entry which is for passenger transportation. Now there is a confusion between people. What is the difference between renting of motor vehicle, that is giving motor vehicle on rent, and doing transportation of passenger? So the difference is the two services fall under two different headings. What are those headings? Service of renting of motor vehicle designed to carry passenger covers what? Giving the motor vehicle for transportation of passenger for a period of time where the renter defines how and when the vehicle will be operated, determining schedule, routes, and other operational consideration. Whereas in passenger transport service, it covers passenger transport service over predetermined routes on predetermined schedule. Now I'll tell you what is the difference. So let us say right now I am in Nashik and I want to travel and go to Goa. Now there are two options. One, I will take that particular bus or that particular cab where that transporter is already having a schedule that it has said that, see, my bus will leave in the evening at 6 o'clock and you have to come to this pickup point. We will take you from this point and we will drop you in Goa at that point. That is, it has a predetermined route. It is operating on this route and also a predetermined schedule, that is timing. So if I'm going by that bus or that vehicle, it comes under passenger transport, which is not under RCM. Second possibility is what? I will tell the transporter boss, I will not run as per your schedule. You do one thing, you give me a bus. So what the transporter will do, it will say, okay, you have so many people, I will give you a bus with a driver and petrol costs, everything I am going to bear. You pay me per kilometer rupees 40. Now you take the bus, you decide when to go, from where to go. Now what I will do, I will decide my schedule. I will talk to all the people, all my friends and their families when they are coming. We will decide a schedule. Okay, we will leave in the afternoon 12 o'clock. And I will tell the bus, you first come to my place. Then from my place, we'll go to Mahindra's place, who is my friend. Then from Mahindra, we'll go to Pranay's place, another friend. Then from there, we'll go to Nazneen place, who's another friend. Then from there, we'll go to Alka's place, who's another friend. And then we'll pick up every family and then we will be going to Goa. In Goa also, the bus will take us to the resort, which I have booked. Over there, the bus will be there. Again, from there, we will go to One Beach. What time? Everything will be decided by me. Then it comes in renting of motor vehicle. In short, where the person who is taking the vehicle on rent decides the schedule, decides the manner in which the bus will be used, it comes in renting of motor vehicle. But where the supplier of the service, that is the transporter has pre-decided the route, the timings, and I have to follow their timings and route. So it will pick me at the pickup spot and drop me at the drop spot. It will not take me to my resort. I'll have to go separately with some private rickshaw or something. Then that comes in passenger transport. Passenger transport is not under RCM. I hope this point is clear to everyone. So where the body corporate service, the passenger transport service for a specific journey or voyages and does not take vehicles on rent for any particular period of time, that service would fall under passenger transport and body corporate shall not be liable to pay GST under RCM. So firstly, if it is a passenger transport service, whoever is the supplier, whoever is the recipient, it is not under RCM. Simple. The service is under RCM only if the service is given firstly in the nature of renting of motor vehicle, secondly where the provider is not a body corporate and the recipient is a body corporate. Only when all these conditions are satisfied, the service will be under RCM. I hope this is clear to everybody. Are there any questions in the chat box? Aditi Verma is asking, sir, what is the difference between banks and NBFCs? See, what is the full form of NBFC, beta? It is non-banking financial corporation. Now, what is the difference? A bank also gives loan, NBFC also gives loan. This is common. But the difference is a bank is a bank because it is allowed to open accounts. So a bank will have many account holders. The bank can take money in the form of deposits in the account, saving account, current account, fixed deposit account. NBFC cannot have account holders. It cannot take deposit of money. and it cannot give you FDs and all. That is what is the difference between a bank and a FD, NBFC. Fine. Okay. Okay. Harshal has a question. Yes, Harshal, tell me.
सर जैसे आपने बोला अभी मोटर व्हीकल्स के बारे में, हाँ तो उसमें मुझे मतलब रियल एग्जांपल है मेरे पास कि मेरा ब्रदर है पुणे में जिसके पास मोटर है और वो कॉर्पोरेट बॉडी कॉर्पोरेट को एज अ रेंट पर दे रहा है, तो इन दैट केस FCM will apply on that or the RCM?
You tell me now. Now I have explained you this. Now you have it in front of your screen. Now you have to tell me with this real life example, what will apply? Whether FCM or RCM?
Body corporate है तो as a recipient, body corporate है तो as a RCM.
नहीं बेटा, सबसे पहले आपने क्या देखना है? Is it renting of vehicle service or is it passenger transport? किसके शेड्यूल से गाड़ी चलने वाली है? आपका भाई डिसाइड करता है शेड्यूल, आपके भाई का जो ट्रांसपोर्ट बिजनेस है वो डिसाइड करता है, या वो गाड़ी देने के बाद कंपनी डिसाइड करती है उसको कब कैसे चलानी है गाड़ी? So first decide the nature of service, whether it is renting of motor vehicle service or is it a passenger transport service. First decide that.
Renting of motor vehicle.
ठीक है, यानी वो यही सर्विस है, यानी शेड्यूल कौन डिसाइड करता है? कंपनी। आपका भाई से उनको गाड़ी देता है, कंपनी जैसा बोलेगी वैसा गाड़ी चलेगी, करेक्ट?
यस सर, करेक्ट।
परफेक्ट। नाउ सेकंड चीज अब आपको देखना है, क्या आपका भाई उनको GST 12% जो कि अब 18% हो गया वो रेट से चार्ज कर रहा है? Because the choice is with your brother. If your brother wants, he can charge GST at 18% now, or as per this 12%. If your brother is doing that, it will be under FCM. But let us say your brother is not doing that. He says, no, I will go by the 5%. Now, the moment your brother decides to go by 5%, then this point will come, because this point has two conditions. One, the service should be renting and not passenger transport. Two, the supplier should not charge 12%. Now, once both these conditions satisfy, then you check the requirements. Your brother is working as a company? No, the brother is working as individual. So first, supplier's condition satisfied. The person to whom he has given the renting service, whether they are working as a company? Yes. They are recipient is body corporate. So now finally it will come under RCM.
Okay sir.
Clear है?
अगर मेरा जो ब्रदर है और सिर्फ इंडिविजुअल है एंड जस्ट ओनली मोटर व्हीकल रेंट किया है टू द कंपनी,
हाँ,
if he not running the transportation business or the renting business of motor vehicles,
correct.
so in that case
same
body
rule will apply. Same rule will apply because your brother is not body corporate. The company is taking the vehicle. See, यहाँ पे ये नहीं लिखा है सर्विस प्रोवाइडर को बिजनेस चलाना है. इनफैक्ट बहुत बार यही होता है, मैं इंडिविजुअल हूँ, मेरे पास गाड़ी है, मैंने दे दी भाड़े पे.
Yes sir.
Correct? Understood?
Right. Yes sir, understood. Thank you.
Yes, Bhavani.
Hello, I am audible, sir?
You are audible, beta. Please tell me.
Sir, I have a question, out of box question. May I ask?
You may ask any question, but it should fit in my mind's box. No problem. You ask.
I have a doubt regarding GST only, but not this related to this topic.
Beta, you can ask anything from GST, income tax, costing. You can ask anything, but only it should be related to today's topic. Topic means if I feel that it is going to confuse others, I will not answer today. I will answer later. But you ask. Tell me your question.
That day you told me import purchase where import purchase base value were not declared in GST.
Sorry, import
purchase based value.
Base value
means gross value. For example, a company import 50 lakhs.
ठीक है.
That 50 lakhs we are not declared in GST.
Yeah, because it is not your turnover, na. You declare turnover in GST, na beta. Purchases are not your turnover. Your sales are your turnover.
But in related to purchase, we declare as a 0% or non-GST item.
No, beta. We do not declare anywhere purchase in GST returns. GST returns, we declare only our sales, because sales are only called as turnover. Na? We never call purchase
In
as our
GST or
turnover.
3B? In GST
I'm
or
talking about
3B?
3B only. I'm talking about 3B only.
Okay, but in
That is
3B
only the
we
GST.
claim input what they are in 2B.
That
Okay.
is, see, now you are mixing two things. That is about taking input tax credit.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir. But my question is why we are not declaring base value, means gross value in 3B?
But see, this is a question relating to returns. So I'll just answer in one sentence, but we'll not discuss this further because it is not
Okay.
relevant. See, though you may be doing that, so you know the practical things students do not know. So I'll answer in one line. Returns
Okay.
format the government has decided. So what information it wants in the return, the government has decided in the form. So where it does not want a particular value, that is for the purchase side. So you don't declare, na? It wants,
For
see,
exempted goods import also. In case
anything. For any purchase, they do not want purchase value.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Only in
much.
case of RCM like this, why I'm answering your question, because it has one link with this topic, where your import is under RCM, correct?
Okay.
There you have to pay tax under RCM.
Yes,
You
sir.
show it in 3B, but
Yes,
we
sir.
still do not show the value. What is your main question? Because the
Taxable
return
value. We
does
are not
not
shown
require.
in taxable value.
We only show the tax amount in RCM
Yeah,
because that is what is the requirement of the return. Correct?
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. Yes, Nisha.
Sir, I'm confused about body corporate definition.
Okay, where is the definition? Let us go to the definition. So where you would
Means
have read this
any body
definition.
corporate means in everywhere it is coming na. So who are body corporate means
See, na,
what
let us read
persons
the
are.
definition. Na? See, let us read the definition. Can you read the definition for me, please?
Body corporate has the same meaning as assigned to in the clause 1 of section 2
Is
of
it
the
one?
company.
Is it one? Is it one? Clause 1?
Sir, screen is clause 11 of section 2 of the Companies Act 2013.
So in short, GST law has not divided body corporate. It has said we will follow the same definition of Companies Act. So now let us go to Companies Act definition. Now read this definition. Is the screen clear now, Beta?
As per section 2 of 11 of the Companies Act 2013, body corporate or corporation include a company incorporated outside India but does not include a cooperative society registered under any law relating to cooperative society. Any other body corporate not being a company as defined in this act, which the central government may by notification specify in this behalf.
So what we have understood, for GST, the definition of body corporate is same what is for Companies Act. Now for Companies Act, what is the definition? Body corporate will mean company. Whether incorporated in India or outside makes no difference. So one thing is clarified, it will include Indian and foreign both companies. Second, but you will not call someone, means what they are trying to clarify, everybody registered need not be a body corporate. Like cooperative societies are also registered, but they will not be a body corporate. So only those who are declared as body corporate means the company. So mainly when you say body corporates, it is one is company and second is like corporations. What are corporations? LIC is a corporation, life insurance corporation. So either they are registered as a company or they are registered as a corporation. Only they are body corporate. Who is not a body corporate? A cooperative society or any other body which is not a company. They are not treated as body corporates. Is this clear, beta? Now tell me what is still your doubt in body corporate. So in simple words, if I try to tell you, it is companies. In very simple words, it is companies.
Means all companies we can tell that they are body corporate.
Yes, companies and corporations are body corporates.
Okay.
Perfect. Great. So let us complete the last service. So the last service which is under RCM is service of lending of securities. So who is the service provider? It is the lender. That is a person who deposits the security registered in his name, in the name of any other person, and duly authorized on his behalf with an approved intermediary. So in short, I am lending my securities as per this particular scheme. Now under this scheme, whenever I am lending a security, so I am the lender. and you are the person who is taking the security, you are the borrower. So borrower is a person who borrows the security under the scheme through an approved intermediary. So supplier, lender, recipient, borrower. So this service is under RCM. This is a very simple one. So all these are, students, the list of services under RCM, right? Yes, Manisha beta.
सर सिक्योरिटीज को भी हम मतलब ये लैंडिंग पे दे सकते हैं? हाउ इज इट
हाँ बेटा, होता है ना ये, इसलिए आपको ये वाला स्कीम देखना पड़ेगा. देयर इज अ स्पेसिफिक स्कीम. अभी तो आजकल कोई ये स्कीम को यूज नहीं करता क्योंकि बेनिफिशियल नहीं, बट दिस वाज द ओल्ड स्कीम वेयर under this scheme specifically they have said that you can give certain securities on lending.
ओके
And only
सर.
that is what is covered in RCM. Correct?
ओके सर. और सर वो मतलब वो पहले वाला क्वेश्चन था ना, क्वेश्चन नहीं मतलब पहले वाला पॉइंट, इससे पहले रेंटिंग ऑफ मोटर व्हीकल वाला, उसमें मतलब एनी पर्सन लिखा है, तो पर्सन का मतलब कंपनी नहीं,
Everybody.
HUF,
नहीं, any person, yes, it means any person. Individual, HUF, partnership firm, LLP, company, cooperative, all are persons.
ओके सर. So there is one more point over there कि 6% वो अपने इनवॉइस में चार्ज नहीं करेगा. Isn't that irrelevant to give it here?
Why बेटा? Because that is the precondition ना, so it is very relevant. क्योंकि अगर आपने 6% यानी 12% हो गया वो, और अब तो वो 18% हो गया. अगर आप 18% चार्ज करोगे तो आप आरसीएम में आओगे ही नहीं. इन शॉर्ट, आरसीएम में तभी आओगे जब आप 5% चार्ज करोगे. दिस इज द इनडायरेक्ट मीनिंग.
सर एक बार वो आप पॉइंट शो करोगे मुझे?
यस.
Here it is written ना कि doesn't issue an invoice charging CGST 6%, मतलब वो इनवॉइस ही इशू नहीं करेगा या फिर इनवॉइस 6% पे इशू नहीं करेगा?
हाँ. सो जहां पे वो इनवॉइस ही इशू नहीं करेगा वो भी आरसीएम में आएगा, और जहां पे वो इनवॉइस इशू करेगा मगर 5% वाला करेगा वो भी आरसीएम में आएगा. वो कब आरसीएम में नहीं आएगा? इन ओनली वन केस वेयर इट इज इशूइंग इनवॉइस विच इज हैविंग 6%. नाउ इट हैज बिकम 6 मींस डबल 12. नाउ इट हैज बिकम 18. तो अब आपका नए मॉड्यूल में ये 9 प्रिंट होके आएगा 6 की जगह पे. So in short, only one case is covered under RCM where, sorry, one case is not covered under RCM where he is charging 18% on the invoice. That is 9 CGST, 9 SGST, where the person is charging 18, it is not going to be covered under RCM. So two cases can be covered. One, the person is charging 5%, or second, the person is not giving invoice itself.
Okay,
right?
sir. Okay,
Understood?
sir. So these two people will not be included here in RCM.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And not included means that is what is falling in RCM.
Okay, okay.
Yes. Yes, Aditya.
Sir, in 15 sentence, invoice charging CGST 6% to service recipient shows that. Can I change 9%, sir? 9%.
Yes. Now you should write 9%. I've been telling now this is amended. So now you'll write 9. Now in the new it is written as 9%.
Yeah,
So
in this statement, 6% 6% shows in any statement. Can I change 9%, sir?
Sorry, I'm not understanding your question, Aditya.
Sir, in 18% shows 18%, 12% shows in 6%, 6%. Can I change 18% as divide for 9%, sir?
That's what I said. Now here in the new module, 9% will be written. So the act has been amended. So now this 6% will be written as 9% now.
Okay,
so
sir,
what
okay,
is your
clear,
question?
sir.
I'm still not getting. I've already said this multiple times that now you will read this 6 as 9% because the total rate on this service has become 18.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Fine?
Yes, sir. Fine, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay. Yes, Sushmita beta.
Sir, any example that you can give for lending of securities?
No, beta. Right now, presently, as I said, now this is very old scheme. People are now not following this scheme. So I also do not have a practical example. That is why I did not give.
Okay.
But otherwise, for all other services, I have been giving the example.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Manisha.
सर हम जो अभी ये जीएसटी पढ़ रहे हैं इसमें हम अभी सिर्फ सीजीएसटी एक्ट ही पढ़ रहे हैं ना इंटरमीडिएट लेवल पे? तो
बेटा एक चीज याद रखना, इंटरमीडिएट हो फाइनल हो किसी भी लेवल पे आप एसजीएसटी एक्ट पढ़ोगे ही नहीं, जरूरत ही नहीं है. क्योंकि 99.9% CGST एक्ट एंड SGST एक्ट इज कॉपी पेस्ट। फर्क कहाँ पे आता है? जहाँ पे सेंटर लिखा है वहां पे स्टेट आएगा, जहाँ पे CGST लिखा है वहां पे SGST आएगा।
Okay, only this difference.
हाँ, तो इसलिए पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं। और दूसरा क्यों नहीं हम पढ़ रहे? क्योंकि आपका एग्जाम सेंटर लेवल पे है। आज आप लोग भी यहाँ पे जो ज्वाइंट हो, फ्रॉम ऑल पार्ट्स ऑफ इंडिया पीपल आर हियर। सो पीपल आर इवन फ्रॉम दिल्ली, जम्मू कश्मीर, पीपल आर फ्रॉम चेन्नई, पीपल आर फ्रॉम Hubli, people are here from Gujarat, people are here from Nagpur, Maharashtra. So many places people are here from Kolkata. People are here. They are from Rajasthan. So understand one thing. If I have to ask SGST, which state's SGST I will ask, and I cannot set paper state wise. Na? Understand the logic.
Okay,
So institute cannot set paper state wise. Our paper is central. In fact, not central. It is international. Even those who are sitting in Nepal and other countries who are registered with our CA course, they are also giving the same exam what you are giving. So they cannot ask question on any SGST act. So your syllabus will never at any level will never cover any state law. Not only GST, any state law will never be covered. So we are covering CGST and IGST only. IGST, all parts are not covered. At interlevel, only few parts are covered. At final, entire CGST, entire IGST is covered. Yes, tell me.
Okay. Only this was the doubt, sir. IGST का फिर आपने solve कर दिया. Okay, sir.
Yes, perfect. Yes, students, so I hope all queries clear, everything clear and all entire RCM list is done. So now in the next class, we will proceed to study beyond RCM, but still I'll request that kindly read and come up to this point. That is all things relating to RCM, whatever is here. So all these meanings and all, so that if there are any queries, I will see, my interest in revision is more like in question answer, because that adds more value and understanding to everyone, right? So please come read up to which page? One second. ECU I am yet to explain. So yes, from here I will be starting in the next class. That is the ECU wala part, that is 9.5 wala part. So one second. From where? Yes, from here I have to explain. That is the ECU wala part I have to explain. So from here I will be explaining the new part. You have to come read up to the previous page. That is, sorry, यहाँ से आगे हम पढ़ने वाले हैं. That is our 9.5 list starts from here. Tax payable by ECU on notified services. Correct? Yes, Manisha beta.
Sir, actually I wanted to ask कि कौन-कौन से sources से हम अपनी knowledge के लिए मतलब news पढ़ सकते हैं related to business and our field.
Related to business and
our field, CAs.
सिंपल आपको बोलता हूँ, आप जब आर्टिकलशिप करोगे ना बेटा, अच्छे सीए फॉर्म में आर्टिकलशिप करो और जेन्युइनली आपका पूरा, वो बोलते हैं ना एक डायलॉग है, तन मन धन से आप आर्टिकलशिप करो, धन तो उल्टा आपको मिलेगा, देना नहीं पड़ेगा, बट आप पूरे अपना 100% डिवोशन से आर्टिकलशिप करो बेटा, आपको आर्टिकलशिप में ऐसा नॉलेज मिलेगा ना जो आपको कोई भी दूसरे फील्ड में नहीं मिलने वाला है। प्लस जब आप सीए भी बन जाओगे, क्योंकि अनफॉर्चुनेटली अभी 2 साल की आर्टिकलशिप हो गई है, मैं कभी अगर प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ आईसीआई बना, आई विल मेक द आर्टिकलशिप 5 years, बिकॉज आई टेल यू बेटा दिस इज द रियल लर्निंग पीरियड ऑफ योर लाइफ। मैं तो 5 साल आर्टिकलशिप कर दूंगा। एनीवेज ये मजाक है, डोंट टेक इट सीरियसली। So once you complete CA, after that also don't be in a haste to directly take up a job and start earning. Still try to learn more by joining other firms. जैसे समझो आपने आर्टिकलशिप में ज्यादा टैक्सेशन पढ़ा होगा या टैक्सेशन का एक्सपोजर मिला, अब आप सीए बन के पहले ये देखो कि आपको ऑडिट में और एक्सपोजर चाहिए क्या, आपको लीगल साइड पे और एक्सपोजर चाहिए क्या, देन ज्वाइन दो सीए फर्म्स। अब तो आप आर्टिकल रहे नहीं, अब तो आप सीए बन गए, आपको पेमेंट अच्छा मिलेगा पर मे बी कंपनीज जितना नहीं मिलेगा। बहुत बच्चों को मैंने क्या देखा है, सीधे दे गो टू कंपनीज और बिग 4 वन दे बिकम्स सीए, बट देन यू आर फॉरगेटिंग वन थिंग, योर नॉलेज इज नॉट कंप्लीट। तो आपने कम से कम, जैसे मैंने बोला ना, 5 साल आर्टिकलशिप है, ये थॉट प्रोसेस रखो, 2 साल तो कंपलसरी है, 3 साल यू कंप्लीट आफ्टर बिकमिंग अ सीए बाय गोइंग टू डिफरेंट वैरायटी ऑफ फर्म्स वेयर यू लर्न डिफरेंट डोमेन्स, एंड वहां से जो नॉलेज मिलेगा ना बेटा, वो पूरे वर्ल्ड का मिलेगा एट वन प्लेस। ठीक है?
बट सर आई एम आस्किंग फॉर लाइक बेसिक नॉलेज के लिए, जैसे हमें पता होना चाहिए व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन अराउंड द वर्ल्ड।
अगेन आई एम टेलिंग यू, इन आर्टिकलशिप इट इज फ्रॉम बेसिक टू एडवांस। आपके पास एक छोटे से छोटे आदमी का भी केस आता है और बड़े से बड़े आदमी का भी आता है, फर्स्ट। सेकंड, इफ यू वांट टू बी अपडेटेड व्हाट इज गोइंग अराउंड द वर्ल्ड, then simple what I do is I have subscribed to 2-3 channels, YouTube channels. और ये किसके channels है? These are the channels of UPSC coaching classes. आपको
Okay.
पूरे वर्ल्ड में क्या हैपन हो रहा है, पर फिर वो उसमें सब मिलेगा आपको, पॉलिटिक्स भी आ जाएगा, इकोनॉमिक्स भी आ जाएगा, लॉ भी आ जाएगा, जो भी हो रहा है. बट दैट इज आई
No,
थिंक इज व्हाट यू आर लुकिंग फॉर, करेक्ट?
yeah, I'm looking for particularly business related stuff, like
सी
हमारे
बेटा,
CA से related.
फिर अगर आप सीए रिलेटेड करना चाहते हो तो आर्टिकलशिप के अलावा कुछ मत करो, अच्छी जगह पे
Okay.
आर्टिकलशिप करो. 2 साल और सीए बनने के बाद भी कम से कम 3-4 साल आर्टिकलशिप तो नहीं, आपकी जॉब ही होगी, बट अच्छे सीए फॉर्म्स में करते रहो. तुरंत कोई कंपनी या इसमें लग के परमानेंट जॉब जैसा करने का मत सोचो, ठीक है? थिंक लाइक अ
Okay.
डॉक्टर. डॉक्टर्स लोग डॉक्टर बनने के बाद आर्टिकलशिप करते हैं. आप ये सोचो कि आप अभी भी डॉक्टर, मतलब सीए बनने के बाद आप डॉक्टर जैसे हो, सो यू विल स्टिल डू आर्टिकलशिप. गो विद दैट थॉट प्रोसेस एंड लर्न मोर. फाइन.
Sir, I'm a person who is interested in almost everything, so it really becomes very hard for
No,
me to
that is
focus.
that is wrong approach, beta. You should go step by step. So first 2 years, as I said, now you expertise in taxation. Then you are interested in audit. Next 2 years, you do articleship, or now that will be a job in a firm which is specialized in audit. Then maybe next 2 years, the firm which is specialized in costing. तो आपको knowledge मिलेगा. But then you'll have to give minimum 2 years, बेटा. क्योंकि 5-6 महीने में अगर आप करोगे तो कोई डिटेल नॉलेज नहीं आता, वो फिर ऊपर ऊपर से रहता है, which is of no use.
बट सर अभी जो मैंने आपको बताया कि मुझे अलग अलग चीज़ों में इंटरेस्ट है, तो वो मैं मतलब ऐसे बता रही हूँ. फॉर एग्जांपल, आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन स्पिरिचुअलिटी और इन एवरीथिंग, ऑलमोस्ट
But
एवरीथिंग.
one
सो
second, one second, one second. I think our talk is going beyond the subject.
ओके
So let
सर,
us
या
discuss it offline. Fine? Yes, thank you. Yes, Purav beta.
सर आई वांटेड टू आस्क कि जैसे कई लोगों का होता है कि कई सिर्फ जैसे टैक्सेशन में ही अच्छे हैं, टैक्सेशन पर्टिकुलरली सब्जेक्ट टैक्सेशन में अच्छे हैं, या अकाउंटिंग में ज़्यादा अच्छे हैं, या लॉ रिलेटेड सब्जेक्ट्स में अच्छे हैं. तो इज इट पॉसिबल कि भाई आप ओवरऑल हर सब्जेक्ट में अच्छे रहो, या आपको अंडरस्टैंडिंग रहे उसमें, और आप मतलब उसमें जैसे आप बता रहे थे अभी कि धीरे धीरे प्रैक्टिस के साथ वो चीज़ें हो जाती है, तो फिर वो ये अप्रोच भी ठीक है कि सारे सब्जेक्ट्स को
Yes, see, मैं आपको
कंसोलिडेट
सिंपल
करके
एग्जांपल देता हूँ. अगेन आई विल गिव यू एग्जांपल ऑफ डॉक्टर, क्योंकि हम डॉक्टर को हमेशा देखते हैं, राइट? आफ्टर
यस
बिकमिंग अ सीए यू विल बी वर्किंग लाइक ईदर अ डॉक्टर whom we call as our family doctor. जिसके पास आप
यस
जाओगे तो आपके हर चीज को पहले देख लेगा वो. तो सर दर्द भी वो ठीक करेगा, पेट दर्द भी ठीक करेगा, आपको ठीक से भूख नहीं लग रही, डाइजेशन नहीं हो रहा, वो भी वो ठीक करेगा, आपको कुछ आंख में इरिटेशन हो रहा है, वो भी वो ठीक करेगा. मीन्स ही इज अ जनरल प्रैक्टिशनर, राइट?
यस
मगर
सर.
फिर उसी में डॉक्टर्स में आप दूसरा देखोगे जिनको हम स्पेशलिस्ट या सुपर स्पेशलिस्ट बोलते हैं. फिर वो अगर आप उधर किडनी वाले के पास जाओगे तो केवल वो किडनी के बारे में ही देखेगा. अगर आप बोलोगे सर मेरे को आंखों में इरिटेशन हो रहा है, वो बोलेगा भाई दूसरे डॉक्टर के पास जाओ. सो दैट
यस
इज
सर.
योर चॉइस कि आपको इनमें से कौन से जैसा सीए बनना है, जनरल प्रैक्टिशनर सीए, स्पेशलाइज सीए और सुपर स्पेशलाइज सीए. दैट इज योर चॉइस.
यस सर. तो
परफेक्ट.
इसमें से बेटर कौन सा है कि आप
बेटा बेटर कुछ नहीं
स्पेशलिस्ट
होता. आप मेरे को बताओ इनमें से कौन सा डॉक्टर बेटर है. आप तो ऐसे सारे डॉक्टर्स को जानते रहोगे ना भाई, वो आपका पर्सनल
नॉलेज.
चॉइस है. आपका
यस सर.
पर्सनल चॉइस है बेटा. बेटर कुछ नहीं होता इसमें. आज दुनिया में हर प्रकार के डॉक्टर्स की जरूरत है, हर प्रकार के लॉयर की जरूरत है, हर प्रकार के सीए की जरूरत है. फिर आपको कौन सा बनना है जो आपको अच्छा लगता है. आपको इनमें से कैसे काम करना पसंद है, सारे काम देखना पसंद है, तो यू बिकम जनरल प्रैक्टिशनर सीए. आपको लगता है नहीं भाई मुझे एक सब्जेक्ट का ही काम देखना पसंद है, तो यू बिकम अ स्पेशलिस्ट सीए. अगर आपको लगता है एक सब्जेक्ट में भी किसी एक ही चीज का काम देखना पसंद है, तो यू बिकम सुपर स्पेशलिस्ट सीए.
यस सर.
दैट इज योर चॉइस. इसमें अच्छा बुरा कुछ नहीं होता. सब में उतना ही रिस्पेक्ट है, सब में उतना ही पैसा है, सब में उतना ही एक्सपोजर है.
ओके सर.
यस. फाइन.
ठीक.
यस वीरश्री.
Sir, in RCM list, point number 13, services provided by business correspondent. You said business correspondent is the person who helps to develop business in a particular area. So,
Yes.
what is
Yes.
the meaning of agent of business correspondent, sir?
What is?
Meaning of agent of business
See,
correspondent.
what happens is, see, business correspondence is like now a very big person. Now, again, that person may not go to everybody's door. What he will do, he will hire sub agents under him, like a main agent hiring sub agents. So they will be going door to door. They are the agents of business correspondent.
Okay, sir. So his agent is whom we are calling as agent of business correspondent.
Yes. So they are sub agents of agent.
Okay,
So
sir.
business correspondence is agent. They are sub agents.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes, Harshal.
सर माझा प्रश्न असा होता की मला नाही तुम्ही जे सांगितलं की वाचन करायचं आहे म्हणजे पॉईंट नंबर 3.22 पेज नंबर फ्रॉम दॅट टू 3.32 राईट
नहीं, आपको अप टू 3.32 सारे पेजेस पढ़ने फ्रॉम पेज नंबर 1
टिल द कंपोजिशन लेवी पॉइंट तक क्या
आपको अभी मुझे पेज नंबर याद नहीं, मैंने अभी आपको दिखाया। मैं अगला लेक्चर कहाँ से शुरू करूंगा? आई विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम हियर विच इज द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, दैट इज यहाँ से करूंगा। यहाँ से आगे मैं सिखाना बाकी है ना मेरे को। मैंने यहाँ तक सिखा दिया, दिस मच इज अप टू आरसीएम, यहाँ तक इज आरसीएम, करेक्ट?
यस सर।
यहाँ से मैं सिखाऊंगा, तो माय नेक्स्ट लेक्चर विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम दिस पेज अप टू दिस पेज। ऊपर के जितने भी पेजेस है, पेज नंबर 1 से लेके यहाँ तक, वो आप पढ़ के आओ, ताकि अगर उसमें आपको कुछ नहीं समझा, कुछ डाउट है, यू कैन आस्क मी।
ठीक है सर, बरोबर आहे।
ठीक है,
ओके, थैंक यू सर।
गुड। Yes, students, I hope all queries relating to the subject is clear, and please read. The more you read, the more you'll have doubts. The more you'll have doubts, the more I will be able to clear your doubts. So thank you very much, students. Let us connect again in the next class with more knowledge, with more in-depth understanding of the subject. Fine. Thank you. Good day. Take care and keep studying. Done, sir. Thank you, Manish ji. Thank you, Manish ji. Good day. Good night.